Good evening, Raider Nation. Let's get the show started. Welcome back, Raider Nation. It's Saturday night. What is going on out there? I know everybody is pretty much out at Bakersfield at the Summer Kickoff 2025. I was watching Gravy and them on Raider Nation Live. They're there, so I've seen the likes of Jay sitting down and talking to him. Leo was in there. I seen Leo a few different times. I saw Nate walk by the camera. I saw 805 standing out there, standing in front of the camera talking. You even saw Sacktown Mike walk by at one point. Didn't see Jack. I haven't seen Jack Kennel walk by yet. I still got their channel up, so I've been watching it. I'm not gonna put it up here. I didn't ask, so I'm not gonna put it up. Should have combed this before I came on. So we're back in the swing of things. And I did a show last night for about 4 hours since I got home. Raider Ryan, what's going on, man? I see you in the chat. What's up? Feeling good. Feeling better. Had a good day today. We had a grandchild that's was due today, the 17th of May, and he's here. So our grandson has been born. So we're excited to get to see him, get the hold on. Can't put any pictures up yet, but our grandson is here. His name is Oliver George LaFontaine. So my last name will continue on from my son to my grandson now. So it was a good day today. So felt great. It was a nice way to wake up this morning. So we had our granddaughter with us for a good part of the day today, and then we brought her to the hospital so she could see her little brother for the first time. So she was so cute. She was so happy. So she's going to be a good big sister, hopefully. So it was nice. It was nice. So we got Raider Ryan in the chat. What's going on? John Leone's here. What's up, man? Raider Ben, what's up, Ben? How you doing, man? Let's see. Thank you. Appreciate it. Alec, what's up, man? Thank you very much, man. SoCal Sal, what's up, man? How you doing? So was doing this show tonight, flying solo right now. Chris, I saw Chris. That's the other one. Chris for Raiders. I saw him walk by the camera at one point too. So Chris is my normal Saturday night guy where we do the Raiders Last Call podcast. So tonight I'm flying solo for a little while. I don't know if he's going to be able to get home in time to get on or not. Maybe not. So he's there. I know Leo's going to try and get in. I'm not sure, but I did set up the stream, so he's streaming on his channel too. So anybody that's watching, you know, right now it's my channel and Leo's at a show and everything. I think Jay from Just Raiders Baby might be popping in at some point too. And I don't know about Nate. He might be 3 sheets to the wind already at this point. I don't know. He's a little guy. The booze hits him fast, from what I've been told. So whether he's going to get on or not. So who else is in there? P&W Mark, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Just again, a shout out to everybody that reached out to me while I was in the hospital. So I do appreciate it. Douglas, what's up, man? What's going on? So it's been a weird week to say the least. Um, Jason just ran a 4.340. So you know what? Sometimes I like being alone, but right now I don't feel like being alone. So I'm gonna put this up now. It is gonna be a pull-up show, but fuck it, I'm putting it up right now. If anybody wants to hop on in. We'll chat it up. We'll talk. Hopefully the guys will be checking in soon from Bakersfield. So what's up, Matt? What's going on, man? How you doing? Junior Flores, what's up, man? Say Jeff Sloot, I'm going to the New England game. Any rate of odds you recommend? Well, as of right now, I am the president of the New England Raider Booster Club. So we are in the works of setting up a pregame party the night before, along with a tailgate also possibly. I'm not sure about the tailgate just yet. I know the Black Hole organization is going to be involved. They are going to be coming out here with some folks. There's also a message today by Raiders Against the World. He's going to be coming out with bringing some of his crew out here too. So we are going to be in the works with something for that. So it's not necessarily a Raider bar, but it's going to be a location where we can hopefully host everybody that's going to be coming out here for that game. So once we get a better idea and we get the committee fully up and running, we'll go from there. Everything was kind of on a hiatus this week. I'm going to get back to full action with that on Monday. I know Captain Jack's coming up. Actually, Captain Jack's going to be staying at my house while he's up here. So Captain Jack from the Black Hole. Everybody knows Captain Jack. Captain Jack Rackham. He'll be coming up too. So he'll be with us during all this too. So what's up, Matt? Let's see. Rock is here. What's up, Rock? Doug, did you go to the military? No, I was not in the military. I was in the fire service, but not in the military. Jason, all I know is you can't be on IR when we get to New England. We need our best of the best at the game. Yeah. I'll be good. I'll be good by then for sure. I can't imagine I wouldn't be. I already feel 100 times better than I did the last day or two. So I'm good to go, I think. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to be out there running any fucking wind sprints or anything like that. That's for goddamn sure. What's up, Rosetown? What's going on, brother? Hey, Pete, what's up, man? The man with the worst luck in the world. Very much appreciate. We look forward to any upcoming information. Yeah, definitely. If you follow my channel, if you subscribe or whatever, under the links, you're going to see a Linktree account, and that will take you to all the social medias that we have for the club. So that's where most information will be posted. Especially because of everybody that I connect with out west in Cali or Las Vegas or in other parts of the country out there that are planning on coming out here for the game. So that's the one way I'm going to be able to get that information out there, and plus doing these shows, hopefully be able to do a live show that night too. That was also one of my goals, is to do a live show from the location that we're going to be at. Because there'll be other content creators there that will be able to get on with me, guys that I do shows with already. So like Captain will be there, Nate, LV Rated 10, he's definitely coming out here. I think Jay is also supposed to be coming out here for that. I'm not sure on some of the other ones, but yeah, I definitely want to do a live show at the event itself, so we can show Raider Nation how we party on the East Coast, and that we're not just. People think that there's no Raider fans on the East Coast, but there's plenty of us out here on the East Coast. We've got the platform to do it with all the different social media aspects, and when we do it right. Shameless plug. Dunkin' Donuts, don't forget, I'm looking to get sponsored by you. So here you go, another show, Dunkin' Donuts, front and center. So anybody that wants to come on in, links in the chat. Let me pin it to the top too before I forget. LinkedIn message, Dylan. Let's see what's to say. I gotta love the competition we brought in for the trenches recently. I am extremely happy with the direction the team is going. I mean, it all starts from the top down, and it starts with the ownership that's in place now. And as everybody keeps saying, and I know I've said it before too, there's adults doing adult things within this organization now. It's not the inmates running the asylum, like some organizations are. Um, so it's a breath of fresh air. As a lifelong Raiders fan, it's tough going through what we're going through the last few years, and it feels good when I see what this team's done lately. So hopefully, return to greatness is coming sooner than later. I think. Again, let's get to week one. I don't put too much stock in preseason. That's time for the veterans to shake some rust off, get a little bit of playing time. But it's a time for the rookies to shine, get their ass up to game speed in the NFL, because it's a big jump from college to the NFL. You're not talking about kids hitting you. It's grown ass men that are beating your ass. So what's Matt say? Bookie's got New England up 2.5 over Vegas in the first game. Gino and Genti are the factors for our wins next year. Oh, without a doubt. And see, I'm not surprised at that 2.5, to be honest with you, for two reasons. One, we're traveling to New England. So the home team should always be the favorite, to be honest with you. But the Patriots did get better in this offseason. They definitely brought in playmakers on defense. I mean, they got 3 of our guys over there now. One of the biggest ones, obviously, being Spillane. So that just made a huge difference in their linebacking room. So you got that. They hit it in the draft, I think, too. Granted, he's still a rookie, but he's a big-ass lineman. Hopefully, Max blows him up and exposes him. They did what they needed to do to get better. I mean, they got better just by hiring Vrabel as the coach over Jared Mayo. That was a big plus. Just like for us, we went from AP, a former player. They went from Mayo to Vrabel, a former player. Even Vrabel's a former player too, but he was a hell of a former player, and he had success as a coach too. Tennessee was not that bad of a team. Is Vrabel overrated? Maybe, but again, he's going to have that hometown crowd that's going to really be behind him. Even if they don't have a winning season next year, he ain't going anywhere. The Patriots are not going to just dump his ass. And they got McDaniels back there. Again, McDaniels is a better coordinator than he is as a fucking head coach. He's a horrible head coach. Why we gave him a second chance at head coaching in this league is beyond me. Mark Davis must have just been drunk off his ass when he said, "Yeah, let's hire this guy." I don't know what the hell he was thinking. 2.5 now, that's good. That actually makes us favorites. Yeah, it does. No craziness like the Browns and their Deshaun Watson contract drama. Yeah, really. McDaniel still has to get new players going into his offense. Probably won't be that good early in the season. I hope not. Yeah, the Titans weren't the best either, but didn't they go to a championship game with him as the head coach, if I'm not mistaken? What's up, Chris? Because I think you and I are probably one of the only 2 guys that do regular shows that aren't in fucking Bakersfield. What's going on, man? How you doing? I put the link in. If anybody wants to jump in, come on in, man. Davis thought McDaniel was going to bring in Brady as QB. Yeah, that went over as well as a fought in church. There's no way that he was coming in here. To what? To an organization that can't get out of their own way. They had way too many pieces missing still. He went to Tampa Bay. He walked in there, said, bring in this guy, and boom, what'd they do? They lit it up, The game is me and three of our defensive starters versus Graham and his reinforced D line. Yeah, our defense is going to be awesome. I'm looking at footage there at Bakersfield. Glad I didn't go. I do have. I'm looking at it right now too. I do have Raider Nation Live's channel up on another screen, so I'm bopping back and forth. And there's Lowe standing in front of the camera. Yeah, like I said, I've seen Leo. I've seen a few other guys. I've seen Jay. Um, I saw Sacktown Mike walk by the camera really, really quick. So I don't know. Did Jeremy Chin already come out? I might have missed it. I'm not sure. What's up, Tanner Jack? What's going on, man? How you doing? So let me see what else is going on there right now. A lot of fucking Crosby jerseys. Actually, I've seen a lot of Bo Jackson jerseys here too today. Oh, there's 805 walking by. Seen 805 quite a bit. He's getting in front of the camera, man. He's trying to get his name out there. I see. I notice a lot of times. Look, there he goes again. He just walked by in the other direction. I notice when he stands in front of the camera. We're gonna have to bust his balls next week, Chris, when you guys get back on the air. I notice him standing in front of the camera a lot with his back facing the camera. Like he knows the camera's there, but he's trying to get his real talk name showing on the camera. So it's like fucking shameless plugs out there for him. I think it's funny. A lot of this is like almost like a tattoo convention in here too. Watching everybody walking around with all their fucking tattoos. It looks like a room full of convicts. Not this surveyor walking by now. It's like a room full of fucking convicts. I'll tell you one thing too. I noticed, man, the facial hair game is on point there. Fucking some of the beards and shit. This guy up front here with the 24 shirt, jersey, the Woodson jersey, he's wearing. He's got a hell of a mullet going on, man. That boy's lost in the 80s. Yeah, it is hilarious. It is. We are such an eclectic bunch, aren't we? I mean, you look at some of the people that are Raider fans, and you go, "Oh yeah, you're a Raider fan," and then you look at someone else, and you'll go, "You're a Raider fan," you know, because they don't look the part. But then there's some that just look like Raider fans. You know, it's funny. Just watching on video, I agree. I don't think going 250 miles for that is worth it. Yeah, one of them is a pirate. I just wish they had a different view up, like move around or whatever. But I guess I don't know how much they can actually move around and film other stuff there. Although I'll tell you what, man, if you're looking for merchandise like shirts and such and other little knickknacks and stuff, man, this is definitely the location to be at. Because it's not like when you go to a game at a tailgate where if you buy something, now you're carrying that shit around all day. You know, you're here. A wretched hive of scum and villainy. I found it during the Raider cruise that looked really cool. Yeah, the cruise did. I saw a lot of video from that. I saw a lot of people putting up stuff on Instagram and TikTok and shit from that. That looks like a fun time. I'm not a fan of cruises, but it looks like a good time for sure. And yeah, this is a perfect location, place to go if you want to get Raider merch, especially stuff from all over the country, pretty much too. You know, different brand styles, different different takes on things that you wouldn't see at the big luchador. Um, Plus, like I said, you're able to sit down. You don't have to carry the shit around all day and inside the game. Because what if you're on a tailgate and you're buying shit? Unless your car's right there, or if you didn't take a car there, now you got to carry that shit all goddamn day. This is totally different. If I lived out that way, I would definitely go to that. Why not? You know. So yeah, I was thinking they should go table to table saying what's up to the nation. Yeah, I don't know how much they can do there. That's the only issue. Um, Lowe's talking right now. Gravy's sitting in the back just bebopping over there. Look at him. I mean, they look like they're having fun. I mean, you can't go wrong when you're in a freaking when you're in a room full of Raider fans. What the hell? You know, how can you go wrong with that? That's like if anybody's going to any of those pregame parties when they're on the road, depending on where the party is, you know, like what city and who's putting on the function. Um, it's either a really good time or it's eh. Because I've heard from guys from our club, you know, they've gone to like last year they went to Baltimore and they said they had a blast. Um, my secretary and one of my board members went down there, um, and they had an absolute blast while they were there. Can you post it? I mean, I probably could if I asked them. I'm not going to do it without asking them first. The only downside is I'm in this vertical. It might not show as good. That's the only downside. If I did full screen, it might be better. In order for me to switch that, I'd have to shut the stream down and restart it. And really, yeah, orientation. Yeah, it's disabled while live. I wish I could change that now. I wasn't even thinking about doing that. I don't know how that would even look. I mean, it wouldn't even. You know what? Let me just pop it up, see what it looks like. What's up, Rorschach? Just came in to say hello and salute Jeff. Glad to see you feeling better. Spending time with families tonight, so have a great show. Yeah, I spent time with family all day today, basically. I had a granddaughter today all day for the most part. Um, our grandson was born today, so I have the grandson now. So my daughter Lauren and baby are still in the hospital. They'll be home tomorrow. So my son's home with his daughter. Um, but tomorrow is so today was my grandson's birthday, well, born day. So comes next year, we're gonna have 4 birthdays in the month of May in this family. So his is the 17th of May. My daughter's is tomorrow, the 18th, and mine and my wife's birthday is Tuesday, the 20th. So May and actually those 3 days, you know, party weekend. You know, so tomorrow, like my mom's coming up. Hopefully, my son's able to come over with the baby and everything tomorrow. So we'll see. Because we'll celebrate my daughter's birthday, and my mother will come up for hers and for mine and my wife's birthday. So we celebrate usually all 3 birthdays on the same day, whether it be a Saturday or Sunday. It's usually whatever day my daughter's birthday is. We do it on her day. You know, that's how we did it when they were kids. You know, we always celebrated their birthday, and you know we're there, so it was more of like a celebration for her. Yeah, it is, man. 1 month, we got 4 of us now. So my poor son, his birthday's in September. Wait, September 12th. Wait, yeah. But the worst, I think the one that's got it the worst out of the family is my granddaughter because her birthday's January 25th. So it's it's a month after Christmas. It's cold weather, so whenever she has birthday parties, it always has to be indoors. Now my grandson, when he gets older and he starts having those type of birthday parties, we'll be able to be outside and do stuff. So I think my granddaughter is going to be a little bummed about that, but you know. So what's the big day tomorrow? Chin really embracing being a key part of this team. Did he already come up? I didn't see it. Yeah, Jeff, glad you're good, my dog. Cheers to you and your family. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Congrats to you and your family on the newest addition to your family. Happy birthday, grandson. It sounds like a dry. Yeah, it is. Normally, you guys can't hear it. I don't know why. For some reason tonight, it's fucking loud as shit. Normally, it's quiet. It's almost done, I think. I hope. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Vegemite Bowl tomorrow. Oh God. Were you on last night, Jason? When I tried it, I tried it last night on the show. If you go to like about the 2 hour and 40 mark from Friday night show, you'll see me try it. It's fucking awful. It's bad. It's as bad as they say it is. There's no there's no oh, it's horrible. They're not faking it and pretending like it's that bad. It's really that fucking bad. It's fucking disgusting. No, I'm not doing the laundry. It's my daughter and her son and my son-in-law's. Fuck that. I just happened. I wasn't thinking when I made this little office space for myself in this room because it's a good sized laundry room, but I took over like just about I don't know maybe a quarter of the room, and I built this long ass bench in like a giant L shape. I'm facing a window. I got a nice slide window that leads out to the breezeway, so during the day I can have it open. It's nice. I get dibs on the quotas rolling around. I can sell you dog hair from it. There'll be plenty of dog hair in that dryer when it's done on the lid, for sure. We got 3 dogs in this house and a cat. So they got 2 dogs upstairs. We got our dog downstairs. So that's one thing that we have an abundance of in this house is fucking dog hair. It's everywhere. It's fucking ridiculous. Throw Gatorade to let you fish. Yeah, somebody said that too. They said it's that was loud. Someone said it's really good too. I'm not a big Gatorade person at all. I mean, Jason's a big dude, but I don't think he's slow. So I don't think that's going to be an issue. What the fuck? How long ago was this? They just had a dude. How far is Palm Springs from you guys? I guess they had a bomb go off at a fertility clinic in Palm Springs, saying multiple casualties and mass destruction after a bomb just exploded near a fertility clinic in Palm Springs. Holy shit! It's like 3 hours. So that's a ways from you guys. Isn't that down by LA more, right? Palm Springs, I think. Yeah, it just came over on my X feed. So fast when I turn off the lights just before the light goes off, I'm okay. Yeah, yeah. It didn't look good from the footage I just saw too. It was like holy shit. So I got a message today from I don't know if anybody's familiar with this gentleman, um, but his name's Mike. He's from Raiders Against the World Nation. Um, I guess they're definitely planning on coming out here for this event for the Raiders game. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be fun. This is you see the last time the Raiders came in was 2020, so it was COVID that kind of shut everything down. So nobody could go to the game, unfortunately. Um, I mean, the game was still going, but there was nobody could go to the game, so we couldn't do the tailgate. We couldn't do the pregame party because you couldn't have any type of gatherings. All that other stupid bullshit for a fucking half-ass issue, whatever. I'm not going to get into that. So the last time prior to that was 2014. So it's been 11 years since the Patriots were here the Raiders were here to where we can go and actually watch the game. So in 2014, we had a pregame party. Um, I didn't get to go to it because I couldn't get anybody to cover my shift at the firehouse. So I had to miss that. But I was there for the tailgate. I didn't go to the game because the tickets were stupid expensive at that point, because that was during still kind of the Super Bowl reign. Brady was still quarterback, and it was the hottest ticket to get. And I'm like, I'm not spending that kind of money. The team was okay at that point. It was 2014. They weren't anything special. We were winning most of that game, though. Um, we should have won that game. But I remember sitting in the parking lot where we had the tailgate. It was down the street from the stadium. And we just listened to it on the radio at the time. I had the Sirius XM in the car, so we just sat outside the car in lawn chairs and just listened to it. And just got cocked out of our minds that day. We were fucking hammered. But hopefully I can get a ticket for that. So, like I said, I don't know what we're doing for the tailgate. If it's because a lot of times, if we do it in the parking lot for the stadium, then we're going to get parking passes, and those aren't cheap. Those are very expensive there. Um, and if we do the same location that we did the tailgate in the last time, it's a little bit of a hike from there to the stadium. Um, it's definitely a longer walk than from the Luxor to Legion. I will tell you that. And it's uphill the entire way to the stadium. It's a pain in the ass. Um, so I don't know what's going to happen with that yet. Not at all. I know I want this damn dryer to stop. It's funny because I've done these shows before with that thing running and nobody listens to it. Oh, nobody listens to it. Nobody can hear it. All of a sudden tonight, everybody can hear the damn thing. What's up, BM Productions? I'm just gonna say, I'll say it once more. This live is brought to us by Dunkin' Donuts, coffee, and Cheez-It snacks. I don't have any more Cheez-Its. Those are gone. I ate those the other day. And also, yeah, Downy Fabric. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, guys. Assholes. And to think, I wanted to get out of the hospital so I could get back on shows and see you guys and talk to you and interact with you. Fucking pricks. It's all right. I still love you guys. Let's see what's on the camera now. Oh, they ended. They ended their show. Ah, alrighty then. Well, that ended that then, I guess. No more live feed there. Navman's still on with your. Who's that other guy that's on there with them? I don't know who that is. I don't know his name. Let's see. Tide Pods and Mounts, dry sheets. Actually, you're not wrong because we do have Tide Pods over there. Yeah, there are Tide Pods over there. The way the Pats have sucked since Brady left, they should have gave a discount to fans the past few years. Yeah, no, not happening. Not the Kraft family. Tickets are still right now. I think one of the cheapest I saw, my wife looked up, was like 260 for the ticket. So I know Cap wants to try and get seats in the end zone, like where the black hole kind of would be. And those are like almost $1,000 a piece. I'm like, I can't afford those. I'll have to sit alone somewhere. I'm not gonna be able to sit with your Cap. So, but I do have homework to do for him. I gotta try and figure out at the stadium if they rent out their own scooters there, so he doesn't have to bring his in. Because what his plan is to park his once he gets into the stadium is to park the scooter um, near the level that he's going to be standing or his seats are. Leave the scooter there, but if he brings a Raider one in there, he's worried about somebody fucking with it, and I don't blame him. I get it. Pats fans are actually kind of cool. They're not douchebags like that. You know, if you were going to Philly, oh hell no, I wouldn't do that. Certain cities I wouldn't do that in, um, but New England, it's more of like a mom and pop type of community. Yeah, you get some asshole Pats fans, but they're far and few between. They're just dumb fans. That's how I equate it too. The Pats were spending like drunken. So yeah, they were, man. What's up, Tony? How you doing, brother? Um, so I know I kind of was on last night with Chris, and we went over the schedule and everything. And I know it's weird because when I went out, obviously you didn't know the schedule prior to this, but just going based off of draft and free agency, and people were giving us a prediction on how many wins and losses for next year, how we think we're going to be doing. Um, Before the draft, I had us at like I would given us 6 wins. And after the draft, and I saw the moves that we were making, and what the thought process is probably going to be, and what they're going to do for, um, for a scheme with the players they're bringing in. I jumped it up to 8. But when we did the actual going through the schedule last night, I think I got it. Oh God, I think I got us up to like 11 wins is what I figured. I, yeah, I can't believe I got us that high. You know, but I think uh, is it a stretch? Is it a legit thought going 11 though? I mean, the good thing is, based on what I don't think we're going to get swept in our division. I think we're going to take one game from KC. I think we're going to take one from the Chargers, um, maybe two. We might get to two from the Chargers. I'm not sure about Denver though. Denver still scares me. I do like the schedule, Tony. I really do. I love the schedule. Um, I'm not crazy about the coming East Coast, going back home, and coming East Coast again in the first 3 weeks. Um, I do like where our bye week is, especially if we had that many wins. The bye week's kind of like perfectly placed right smack dab in the middle. So if we can go into the bye week, I think I picked us going. Oh, it's silent. The dryer just ended. Um, I think I had us going 5-2 by the bye week. Is what I think I came up with. The last two games they don't have times set, so like they're still to be determined. And I know one of them is the Giants. I like how many home games we've got in the second half of the season after the bye week. We got a lot of home games, which is good. It's good for the fan base. It's good for the team itself because you're not putting that many miles on your body traveling. Because believe it or not, people don't realize that a lot of airfare, man, that takes a toll on your body too. You know, so it's going to be interesting to see how this season really goes. You know, it's going to be tough to judge. Oh my God, why am I yawning so much? So much. It's going to be tough to judge um, how the season is going to go during preseason. But once we get that first game under our belt, I think we got a great matchup for week one. It's a total winnable game. Yeah, the Patriots got better, um, but they got a whole new coaching staff in there. Whereas we still have pieces of the coaching staff from last year, especially on defense. That defense being held with the same DC, that's huge. And I think our defense just got even better. Yeah, I know we probably need a couple extra linebackers, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in preseason, not preseason, in training camp. Who's got a spark to them, and who comes out and fucking lights it up. I want to be optimistic, but 7 is reality. 8 or 9 wins would be awesome. Oh, don't get me wrong. I mean, I would love to see us get 11 wins, but realistically, I'm still going to stick with the 8 wins. You know, Knicks comes back down to earth this season. We'll see. I don't know. 4-13 to 11-6. That's insanity. Do I look like a normal person? No, I'm not. I fucking ate that Vegemite shit, so obviously I'm not fucking normal. Perfect scenario. We go into week 18 with a chance to knock out the Chiefs. Give me New Year's 2000 game. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? It'd be beautiful. Any given Sunday, things can happen, go our way this season. Yes, it can. 9 or 10 wins would be good. Yep. A lot of AFC opponents early could be awesome if we start fast. Yeah, get that record up within the conference. Hell yeah. Raiders are poverty, elderly QB, elderly head coach. It'll be another decade until the Raiders can rebuild properly. What team are you a fan of? I gotta ask that because I'm curious as hell. Broncos defense could be scary. Yes, they could, but they don't have Greenlaw now for the season, so that helps. What's up, Dixon? What's going on, man? See, I'll say your name, Dixon Cider. What's up, brother? I'm not a pussycat like fucking 805, but I don't want to say his name. Oh, dude, it's absolutely horrible. You know what? Let me see if I can pull that up. See if I can. Should play on here with no problem, too. So, Friday night. All right, let me see. Yeah, I didn't bite.
Hopefully, it's not against because we play the no, we don't play the Titans. Like I was gonna say, but I hope it's not against us.
Yeah, we play
now, man, before you shoot, I got something to say to that. Well, look, good luck to him in his future endeavors with another team. But you know what he does from here, I personally don't really care.
We actually
if
play
he's not
this year. So
if he's not a Raider, I don't give a shit per se, respectfully. But at the same time, like he was with us for 2 seasons, and that's what I was trying to push on you before. What has he done in those 2 seasons? Absolutely nada. You highlighted that he was supposed to be a good coverage linebacker. Well, according to the sources and the ratings on PFF, he wasn't better than a lot of the other guys we had at linebacker.
Yeah.
He was actually below average.
Christ,
So I mean,
look what they just did today.
I'm just saying, I'm not crying spilt milk over Amari Burney. He didn't show enough, and he was cut. Simple as that for me. But should Jeff try it? Go to Solo View and try it.
Yeah.
Take a spoonful and try it.
Do
it.
This is me trying this shit from last night. I'm gonna pop the seal piece off of the cap. There we go.
Yeah, get a full screen.
I don't have a spoon here, but I do have a fork.
Full screen it, Jeff.
Full screen.
Solo View.
Yeah, full screen. I want to see.
I was in the reaction.
Just you, bro. Just you.
Just quick. Yeah, there you go.
I'm showing last night's
Here we go.
episode from Friday night where I actually tried the Vegemite. Oh my god, this shit is thick. Look at it. That's how thick it is. The fork won't even.
That's what she said.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she said that too.
Yeah. A few times.
Is that enough?
Oh,
that's
terrible.
Oh my god.
That was a huge.
Oh, you're killing me.
Shit too.
You're
Come
killing me.
on. Do it.
Oh my
Go. Go.
Do
Go.
it.
Oh, yeah.
Better man.
All in one go. All in one go.
Guy's got a cast iron stomach, man.
Oh, look at this shit. He
Yeah,
going
that's
for a
right.
second.
Something.
He going for a
I
second.
think he likes it. I think he likes it.
This show's
He
brought
likes
to you
it.
by Vegemite.
You just saw my face
Oh, wait.
change.
Fancy that.
There it
He
is.
likes
Just
it.
finally
He
kicked
likes
it.
it. You like it, don't you?
Wait for that aftertaste. There you go.
There it is.
Yeah. Wait for that
That's not good.
That's what we were.
Well
There we go.
Hey.
Yes. There we go. That's what we were looking for.
It's more Dunkin' up in there, bro.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Oh my god.
So Jeff, I got a quick question. Is it just as bad as what you could imagine?
Yeah.
Are you watching this over again?
Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't.
That shit is freaking hilarious, man.
Dude, I was
Oh my
crying. I
God.
couldn't even. My eyes.
So Jeff, for anybody who thinks we're faking it when we react the way we do when we eat it, you can confirm it's not an act, right?
I'm gonna have to eat that shit. Open that up and smell it.
No, I'm good, thank you.
Smell it.
No, I'm good, thank you. I am extremely satisfied.
God.
No, I am good. Give me a kiss, please, and go to bed.
Thank you.
Yo,
Just tell them about you being a grandpa.
Yeah, I did.
All right.
Yeah.
just wait till you burp. Just wait till you burp tomorrow.
Oh no. Fucking eyes
Oh
are
my
watering
God.
from this shit. Dude, my nose was running.
Now, can you imagine
Eyes
eating
were
that and
watering.
singing a bad song of the winner's choice without any
Oh,
water?
that's gonna add a whole new dimension to this too. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that shit was awful, dude. At first, like the smell of it didn't smell bad. The taste wasn't that bad to stop, but oh my god. So let's see. Raiders organization has improved. Just 6 billion in the move to Vegas. Geno's 34, but close to the top 10 in the league. Experienced, energetic coach and Pete will help the resurgence of Raiders. Yes, sir. I agree with you 100%. You know why people troll our content? Because they don't have what we have. Yeah, they're not like us. Not even close. Thanks, Jason. Well, tune in tomorrow morning on Afakasi's channel. You'll see us playing Tecmo Bowl, and it's loser has to eat that shit again. And I have to sing a song, too. So I already know I'm not going to win because of who I'm going up against. Although I did beat Afakasi last week. Once. Yeah, thanks. What's up, All Ice? What's going on? Yeah, I'm feeling much better, Dixon. I'm in a better place than I was a couple of days ago for sure. I'm tired though. I'm still like tired, but I'm not like tired like I'm gonna fall asleep. But I'll fall asleep early. What's up, Cool Kev? What's going on? You live on Tuesday? No, maybe. I don't know why. What's Tuesday? No, Wednesday. No, on Wednesdays and Thursdays. I don't know. Maybe I'll pull up Tuesday. Who knows? I try not to go on when I know there's other guys' shows that are already scheduled. Like Tuesday is Leo's on Mondays and Tuesdays, I think. Well, him and Rundown used to do the State of the Nation on Tuesdays. So I don't know. I don't know what anyone else is doing, but I know Wednesday night is the connection. Thursday night's Nate and myself. So probably won't be on Tuesday unless I'm on someone else's show that wants me in. Let's see. What else? I thought I saw someone else pull in. Oh, well, thank you. Yes, I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, Tuesday's my birthday. Be the big 5-5, the double nickel. Vegemite is Australian answer for haggis. It's the Australian answer for horse shit in a jar, is what it is. It's fucking gross. Although I wouldn't eat haggis either. No, thank you. I thought I'd eaten some weird shit. Captain was on the show last night for a little while, and he brought up he asked AR if he'd ever tried blue, and if you would try it. AR is like, I know what it is, and I absolutely would not do that. Neither would I. Hell no, no. Mm-mm. I'm not eating a baby chick embryo in an that I would probably throw up for. I didn't have the urge to throw up that shit last night. I may tomorrow. You know, I just hope my taste buds don't get like accustomed to it. They may, based on how I play. I'm gonna be fucked. So, So what's the hot topic for everybody tonight? Anything? Man, I know the schedule just came out. Everybody's kind of beat the death of that. I just unfortunately I wasn't on very long Wednesday night when the schedule came out, so that's why last night I took the opportunity to spend the first hour or so doing that on the show with myself and Chris before I had everybody pull up. Yeah, the beaks, yeah, no. Well, somebody's like, oh, what about the Crunchy Bar? The Crunchy Bar's a beak. No, thank you. Absolutely not. What's up, Dylan? What's up? My Bears taking the Raiders this year. Yeah, you're coming to a Legion to play us, though. I mean, you guys got better. I will say that. You guys really you worked this to protect Caleb Williams. That's for damn sure. You guys beefed up that whole line. You had to. You took a beating last year. I think the Bears are going to be good. They're going to be. They're definitely one of the more improved teams. I think, for sure. So be happy with what you guys got now. I mean, you guys are heading in the right direction. I think. Now it's just a matter of. Oh, Chris is calling me. What's up? Oh, run, hide. They're chasing your ass. Hey. Oh, he hung up. Was it supposed to? Sacktown supposed to be getting footage of something for you? Not for me. I gave him some of the cards with the QR code on it that he was going to take there. He gave some to 805 and some to Leo to put up at their booth. He was supposed to be getting footage for, I think it was for Navman. I think they were supposed to go live on Navman's show, but they kind of got talked to before they went and started doing anything about they can't stream anything while they're there. I don't know the full story behind it, but I know Navman was supposed to be doing something like that with them, but I guess they were told that they can't. There's only certain people that are allowed to stream while they're in there. I know Gravy and them were one of the groups that was allowed to do it. So, but I know he's there. I know Sacktown's there. I know Jack Kenna's there. Chris Foraters is there. That's who just tried calling me now. Yeah, right, Jason. You heard that too. That's why I said, "Raw, they're coming after you." All I saw was a picture of his ear because he was holding the phone up to his ear and his camera was zoomed right in on his ear as he was trying to listen to me. He couldn't hear me. Hopefully the Chiefs don't get to the Super Bowl again. Yeah, the Patriots 2.0. Yeah, I fucking hate the Chiefs just as much as I hate the Patriots. Oh, yeah, Caleb. Once his rookie contract's up, he's like, see ya, I'm out. I think the Bears are overhyped. I think the Bears still got better, though. I mean, their offensive line was trash last year. You know? What's up, Llama Breath? What's going on? Okay, thanks for the heads up. He still had a good year, though, even though he seemed like he didn't have a good year. But you look at his stats and everything, he still had a decent year. Ben Johnson, Josh McDaniel, same thing. Yeah, they're unproven head coaches for sure. You know, Caleb is still green, and it's going to be an adjustment for the head coach to be an actual head coach. Yeah, that's again, it's unproven coaches right now. Yeah, they're great offensive, great coordinators. You know, not every coordinator can become a great, great NFL head coach. Yeah, I need a footage of that too for sure, Rock. If he was running, you going to the Patriots game? I'm trying to. That's the game plan. I mean, they're right here in my backyard, basically. It's all on getting tickets and not breaking the bank to get the tickets. That's the problem. You know, I know a lot of people have already gotten their tickets, and you know, I don't want to spend that kind of money right now. I just can't. I might have to wait until it gets a little bit closer, or wait until the summer. We'll see what happens. Chiefs are done. Yeah, I think the Chiefs are going to start their downward slope. We'll see. Especially with how good our division is overall between all four teams. I mean, granted, we still don't know how we're going to play out, but we already know the Broncos, how they played last year with everybody that they brought in. Plus, they just brought in even more. The Chargers, they'll still do Charger things where they'll be great during the season and then either shit the bed towards the end of the season or make the playoffs and just one and done as usual. Remember when the Bears traded way up and picked Mitch instead of Mahomes? Yeah. Yeah. I wish they would have picked Mahomes. We didn't have to deal with the Chiefs bullshit. Peyton can't hide Knicks forever. The truth will come out. We'll see. I hope we can get at his ass this year a little bit more and fucking lay a hurting on the fucker. Chris, you trying to call me again? No. All right, I thought he was. Oh shit! I forgot I did this. I gotta change this back. I adjusted the size of the screen so you guys. So I just can't wait for the season to start now. I'm dying for it. I'm ready. I'm so fucking ready. Let's see. Refs need to look over their shoulder now before they give Mahomes any favor. Oh yeah, after those three guys get suspended or and got moved back down to the college ranks, hell yeah. You know the NFL is going to be watching any ref that does Chiefs games like a fucking hawk now, which is fine with me. It's how it should be. You know, it never should have gotten to the point that it did. Herbert is a poor man's Philip Rivers. Sherbert, I don't think he's that good of a quarterback. What's he done? He's actually the Chargers version of Derek Carr, if you want to look at it that way. Yeah, he puts up great stats, get some wins every now and then. You know, yeah, we made it to the playoffs. Can't do shit. Yeah, same thing again this year. Great stats, throws all these touchdowns, all these yards. It's great in fantasy. Good fantasy quarterback, but after that, what the fuck? You know, if you're not winning me playoff games, what the fuck good are you? You know, that's why all these people still sitting there saying that, Derek Carr is, the greatest quarterback ever for us, blah, blah, blah. What did he win? Yeah, he's the best statistic wise. Okay, I'll give him that. He's got the most passing yards than any rated quarterback. I believe he's got the most touchdowns. He's probably got the most interceptions. It's like, but what did he do? He didn't win us a playoff game. Didn't take us to the promised land. Yeah, he was a steady quarterback here the whole time. I mean, I liked him when he was here. I just wish I would have seen more from him. And again, we didn't do him any favors. We never brought in any competition for him, so he never felt as though he had to actually further excel his gameplay. He could just play middle of the road, knowing that he would beat anybody that we were bringing in for the most part, because we brought in equal or less of talent than him. We never brought in anybody that could really light a fire under his ass. I think the closest we ever got might have been Mariota, and that was it. And that didn't last. See, Herbert, Phillip Rivers 2.0, Sherbert equals Dak. Yeah. Raiders futures, yeah. If the NFL wanted to be transparent, they should have broadcast the replay booth live. Let's fans hear the replay officials' justification of reviews. Yeah, I agree with that one too. You're definitely right on that. Is your O-line going to get it done for Gentry? We hope so. I mean, again, there's no telling until we get into, real heavy practices and scrimmages and actual preseason games where we can actually see these guys under live fire conditions. Herbert couldn't even beat Carr when it mattered most to get into the playoffs. True, absolutely true. What the hell is this? All right, no big deal. But make no mistake about it, Raiders need to beat the Chargers. I'd argue they're the top priority in the division. Yeah, don't let Harbaugh think that he's got one over on Pete Carroll, even though Pete will never feel that way. But don't let Harbaugh think that he got the better of us by beating us, or beating Pete Carroll finally. I still think he's bugged by that, So right now we've got that psychological thing for him. I can't wait to see him go up against Andy Reid. That's what interests me, to be honest with you. I want to see us against. I want to see it with Pete Carroll coaching against Andy Reid. Two great head coaches. I want to see how these two go up against each other. That's going to be interesting. I mean, we already know what to expect with the Harbaugh. I think we split that series with the Chargers. I think we take the Monday night game. The game in LA could be a toss up, because it is kind of like a home game for us in a way because of the amount of fans that show up from LA. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Denver, I don't know. Denver's a dark horse. I don't know how that one's gonna go. But I could see us splitting with the Chiefs and the Chargers, going 1-1. Denver is either going to be we're going to take one from them or they're going to sweep us. It's just my feeling. Denver is always a tough game, even when they were shitty. Jinty had everyone in the box his whole college career and still made it look too easy. He's legit. Yeah, but then that's where I also look at the competition he went up against. Then when he got up against was it Penn State? Was it Penn State? And they held him. He was averaging 170 yards a game. They held him to under 100 or just about 100 yards. That's like taking a 100-yard rusher in the NFL and holding him to like less than 50 yards. LA Chokers are they are cursed, and they have an empty trophy case. Trash ass Trevor Lawrence and Daniel Jones have playoff wins. Yeah, exactly. DC never had the coaching, O-line, OC defense, pretty much everything you need to help a QB win. And if it doesn't get hurt in 2016, win at least one playoff game. Oh, that was the season to do it. I mean, that's where we had the O-line for him. That's where we had everything was clicking. We went from him being our starting quarterback to breaking his leg to making the playoffs, and Connor Cook has to go in and start, a rookie. Here you go, kid. First start as an NFL quarterback. You're in the playoffs, buddy. Have fun. go win us a playoff game, something we haven't done in so many years. Go for it, bud. Have fun. See ya. Yeah, Herbert doesn't have a playoff win as long as he's been there, and every time they make the playoffs, he's out. See, Stanford beat USC many times. 49ers beat the Seahawks many times. Harbaugh isn't worried about Pete Carroll. We'll see. The Sherbert style of play and fucking Harbaugh's 3 years in a cloud of dust mixed like oil and water. I don't know. Penn State had the 8th ranked defense and did that to a lot of teams. True. You can do it, Jeff. What did I do? What do I need to do? I don't get it. What did I miss? Yeah, that was right. That was Musgrave that year. DC's window was 2016 a bust. Yeah. Probably. I don't think any other year since. It's comedy watching the Chargers in the playoffs. Yeah, it's comical. Jinty did have 195 against Oregon. Thank God Dylan Gabriel balled out. Dallas will never win a Super Bowl with Dak. Nope, I agree too. I don't think that's happening. DC lost his swag with Gruden and McDaniel circuses. Yeah, that McDaniel's bullshit. That fucking still pisses me off to this day. That phony ass press conference when they hired him. Him and Ziegler sitting there like, oh, Raiders this, Raiders that. It's like, dude, get the fuck out of here. He was such a non-Raider. It wasn't even funny. It wasn't an ounce of Raider Nation in that fucking guy's blood. Nothing. Guy was useless. Humongous and Dixon Cider. Two awesome names. Go Bills. Yeah, I respect Bills Mafia. Those fans are fucking crazy. I've been to Buffalo. Been there for a Raiders game. They're fucking crazy fans. Actually, DC's window was 2016 and 17, and he messed up 17 when he vouched for getting rid of Musgrave for Downing. Yeah, if he would have had Musgrave, that would have obviously been. It would have been helpful. My God, these bruises on my arms from this week are getting fucking worse now. I'm starting to have pains in my arms now from where they fucking hit me with all the needles. It fucking hurts. Let's see. Nice thing is the Chiefs play the Chargers week 1. Yeah, then we get the Chargers the following week. So it'd be nice if the Chargers are 0-2 after we play them. Sit their ass at the bottom for a little bit. Dallas will never win a Super Bowl with Jerry Jones. He's had his day. His day's not done. Deal is very good. Alex, you type it in the right chat. To beat Boise State, all you had to do was stop Genty. I never heard of a QB wide receiver or anything else about Boise. I know the quarterback's name would come up a few different times, but if DC starts career with a coach like Sean McVay, 2 Super Bowls and always contending, never gets hurt. I like McVay. I wish he was our coach. He's awesome. He reminds me of like such a young version of Pete Carroll, to be honest with you. He's just so energetic and he's that player's coach. Guys just like playing for him. See, that's how bad it was. You're listening to Carr, who his OC was going to be. Chiefs and Chargers get to beat on each other after week 1. It's a good thing. Oh, definitely. Bills destroyed us in that 99. Yeah, it was like 53 to 6 or something. It was fucking ridiculous. That was the most disgusting fucking Super Bowl playoff game. I actually didn't know the Chiefs face Chargers week 1. That's a good thing. Yeah, Bills just can't get to the big game anymore. Did it for 4 years in a row back in the 90s, and then just like they sold their soul to the devil for those 4 years, and kicker misses one. Thurman Thomas can't find his helmet. Bills is East Coast Chargers with better fans. And shitty ass weather during the winter too, man. It's fucking rough up there. You ever seen those fuckers? They had volunteers, fans actually go in there and shovel out the snow in the stadium. It's pretty cool how they do it too. Let's see, because they don't build up their defense. Same with the Ravens. Then they put it all on their QBs to win it all against Mahomes. Yep. What's up, Not Bueno? What's going on, brother? McVay, best coach in NFL. 2 Super Bowls with different QBs and rebuilding last year. Closest to beating the Eagles when everyone else got crushed. Yeah, I think they're going to be right back in the thick of things again this year, too. Buffalo got some serious cattle up there. Mm-hmm. You talking about the women? Or are you talking about? Everyone see Genty is changing his stance before the snap, getting lower instead of standing straight up. No. Joker 0 rings. Yep. All it's in their trophy case is dust. Dust and participation trophies. Here, you made the playoffs, but you lost. Bye-bye. Yeah, seriously. Some beefy women up there. They have to be. It's fucking cold up there. You don't see a lot of skinny chicks in Buffalo. Skinny chicks freeze too fast. Bears couldn't help but improve this. Yeah, they had no choice. Make no mistake, Kevin is always talking about the women. So sure, what's the big deal with that? Huh? Oh, with his stance? That's a big deal with his stance. Stances are everything, man. Especially if he stays lower, they also have a harder time seeing his eyes too. If he stays lower and he's below the sight of, you know, the quarterback or whatever, depending on where he's lined up in the backfield, if they can't see his face too, if he's low enough, if he stands straight up, it's like, hi, I'm right here. I'm probably going that way because my eyes are looking that way too. You know, but stances are everything. You know, you come out low, you tend to stay a little bit lower when you're running too. You stay a hidden target in that backfield, especially if your O line's big and tall. If your O line's big and tall, that just makes it harder for the defensive front and your linebackers to see which way you went. You know, if you come out straight up, you know, which is why a smaller back that works sometimes for them, you know. Where is it? I see 10 wins this year. Last year, if we did things right, should have won at least 7, 8, and it was very wrong. This year was way better than last year. Calculation 10 wins. Supposed to help, but not sure if we want to mess with it. So shouldn't people be happy about him changing his stance? I would. See, 10 wins this year. If we did things right. Yeah, doing things right last year would have been not starting Minshew right from the get-go. Be nice if JPJ wasn't hurt right at the beginning, you know, early in the, wasn't nursing an injury at the start of the season and would have gotten out there sooner. It could have been a big difference too, for sure. I don't think Carroll or Kelly are dumb enough to try and fix something that isn't broken. Genty stance. We'll see. Remember, these are all tendencies from college that, you know, if it's not working, if it doesn't work in the system, if it doesn't work in the pros, you know, if they have a strict way of doing things, then, you know, he's going to have to adapt to it. What are you going to do? I wish someone would tell Parham that, not to come out of your stance so goddamn high and lose your leverage right away. But obviously, nobody ever tells him that because he still does it every time. Chiefs Cuba must go down. Yes, he must go down. He must go down hard. And he must go down and get up broken, or not get up and be broken. I wonder if Genty's going to have his helmet lenses tinted. Oh. Genty going to ball out. I hope so. He better. He better. For the number 6 overall pick, this motherfucker better fucking light it up every goddamn game. He better have a touchdown a game at least. Fuck yeah. When you're picked that high for that position, especially, this son of a bitch better fucking come out and fucking play lights out, plain and simple. Let's see. When did you become a fan of the Raiders? Back in like '76. I was 6 years old at the time. They weren't on TV a lot on the East Coast unless they were in the playoffs, and obviously they were in the playoffs in '76. It was like the first time I really seriously started watching football with my dad, and they were in the playoffs. They actually played the Patriots, and then they had to play the Steelers, and that's how I saw them, and I just became intrigued with them, watching them, and like, man, they look awesome. It was just the way they did things. You know, it was just that Raider mystique, and they were just different. You just didn't see anything like that on the East Coast. You know, so it was like a down and gritty team, and I liked it, and I fell in love with them from that point on. You know, the rest is history. He always collapses in the playoffs. He can't do shit in the playoffs. Yeah, he better come out of the gate hot. What do you think about our linebackers? Raiders always draft them in the late rounds. I mean, it's still one of our weaknesses, I think, based on what I've seen and been following from other guys that I trust their information on, and what they see. And I I still think we're weak in linebacker. Um, but again, they didn't address it early on in the draft, so maybe they're okay with what we already had, and then they took Lindenberg at the right Lindenberg with the last pick in the 7th round. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I think still linebacker to this moment is still a weakness, unless they saw something and who was on this, who was on the roster, and they didn't feel a need that they had to go out and draft. You know, that they if they feel as though they have people, guys in the building that they can work with and make this defense run and run smoothly. You know, I mean, obviously they didn't see anything in Bernie because they let his ass go the other day. So, which is fine with me because he didn't do much. You know. 49ers are done. Purdy thinks he's worth 52 a year, but couldn't win. Couldn't win when a couple players were down. Coaching is everything. Yeah, man, they gave him a shit ton of money. I'm surprised. Absolutely surprised. Did you hear Tommy Malott mention Clem Daniels in one of his interviews? The kid did his homework. I like that kid. That kid's something special. I can't wait to see what Chip Kelly works up for that kid. I really can't. How many TDs did Barkley have last year? Saquon? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up. I don't know if someone else looks it up or not. 56, and I can't get Lyle, Howie, and the Snake out of my mind. Oh, Howie's by far one of my favorite players. Yeah, so you're a year older than me. I turned 55 on Tuesday. So you grew up in the same era as myself and Jason Downs. I think PNW Mark is also in that same era. Chris Faridas, he's 5 years older than me. You know, so I mean, there's some old school guys that are on here, and old school guys that have shows. That's why normally on Saturday nights it's myself and Chris doing the Raiders Last Call podcast. But I know he's at Bakersfield. He went to the event today, so I don't know when he's going to be home. So what? It's 11 o'clock here now, so that means it's what 8 o'clock up there, 8 to 9, 9 to 10. Yeah, so it's 8:15 there. I don't know what time the event goes till. I'm not sure. Actually, I can tell you right here. I can still have it up till 9 o'clock their time. So it's still got another half hour, 45 minutes to go. What's up, Raph? What's going on, brother? Commercial break. I'm curious if Jalen Smith. Yeah, they did not let him leave the building and cut Bernie real quick. Yeah, I mean, there's another one. They must have seen something in him, obviously, to sign him to a deal that way, that fast, and cut loose Bernie. I mean, who knows? I mean, that could be the guy they're eyeing to maybe be the number one linebacker, and the green dot guy, as they say. Fuck all our division rivals, just win, baby. Absolutely. Last year, Amari Gainan never got a chance. I think he will. Roberts is the bridge to Eichenberg. White and the others are improvement from Diablo. Oh, they're definitely improvements from Diablo. There's no two ways about it. Is the linebacker room still set? No, I don't think so. I don't know enough about linebackers. That's the linebackers in secondary. I don't claim to know a lot about. If somebody asks me questions about them, I'll give what I know, but I don't like study, secondary and linebackers that much. I mean, my big thing is, you want to talk offensive linemen and the front defensive line, okay. And now you're talking the big guys. That's what I'm into. I'm not into big guys before anybody says anything. I'm into following the playing and the ability of our front defensive line and our offensive line. Bunch of fucking sick Raider fans in here. I know I have to fucking word things properly. Caleb looking for $500 million if Purdy gets 235 mil. Hey, Caleb's gonna ask for a fucking ton. There's the answer. Barkley had 13 TDs. But see, that's the other thing too. You look at that team. I mean, it was a it was a split with that team. Plus, not for nothing, Jalen Hurts ran the shit out of that fucking ball too last year. He ran it a lot. What's up, Marcus? What's going on, brother? He's fucking boss, dude. Amari will get noticed this camp, I think. We're just different. Yeah, they're not like us, man. They're not like Raider fans. But he had 18 total. All right, so he had what was it, 13? So that means he had 5 passing, 5 receiving touchdowns. I'll take that. If he comes up with 18, I'll take 18 from Genty. I can handle that. How you split them, I don't care. But if he gets 18 total touchdowns, I'm good with that. Can't imagine anybody else in here would say, "Oh no, that's not good. He needs more." I mean, granted, I'll take more. But 18 as a rookie coming in, I can see that happening. Especially if he's able to break them like they think he's going to be. I hate everything about the Bears. I hope Caleb has a terrible season and gets benched, and Ben Johnson gets exposed for being an introverted little cocksucker he is. Wow. Damn. Don't hold back any, man. Can Smith play coverage with a major injury? Don't know. Look, diehard Notre Dame fan. Love Jalen, but he's seriously done. I don't know. We'll have to again. I mean, if they brought him in, they signed him, so they must have still seen something in this tank. Raph, you're cool, man. Don't listen to them. Jaden Daniels was the better pick. Oh, definitely. Tell every Bears fan that. Let's see. We got a nice deal with Gino. Was Purdy getting way too much money? Yeah, Gino. I'm happy with that move, man. I have no. I don't second guess that move at all. Everybody's like, "Oh, he's 35." I'm like, he's 35, but he spent a good chunk of his career already as a backup, which means he doesn't have a lot of years where he was out there taking a beating all the time. It's only been the last couple of years where he was a legit starter and was out there on every play on offense. I would say he's done too. 99% of the time, they try out a veteran in this situation and they basically say, "Thank you, we will call you." This one, though, they did not let him leave and signed him. Yeah, Bears need to lose. Ben Johnson has the nerve to say Bear Nation. Use that for locker room motivation. Yeah, we got them, like week 5 or something? Do I still have the schedule up? Yeah, I do. Oh, not the right one. No, it's not the. No, we got week 4. Week 4. Jalen hasn't played much in the past 2 years. He should have some juice left in the tank, and his career could be resurrected. "17, 18 touchdowns is good. Is the goal for Genty? I'm with it. Yeah. You are a very cool man. Thank you. Gino is a good alternative to Stafford, who used the Raiders for. Oh, without a doubt, that fucker. Do we play the Rams this year? I forget if that was one of the ones on the schedule. No, I don't think we do we? No. Fucker. Wish we did play them. Back to nostalgia. As much as I love Stabler, Plunkett was the best Raider. Was the Raider I loved above all else. I effing love that guy. Yeah, I mean, he did great things for us. I had 2 Super Bowls, MVP in one of them. Wasn't here that long, unfortunately. I wish he would have been here. I wish we would have gotten him sooner. You know, but what are you going to do? It's like I know people were talking about, if you were talking about putting up a Mount Rushmore of quarterbacks for the Raiders, who would you put on it? And certain people are like, oh, definitely Derek Carr, definitely Derek Carr. I'm like, well, first of all, the start of that is Stabler's on there is the first. Plunkett goes number 2 on there. So now there's only 4 names or 4 faces that go on a Rushmore. So I would put Carr on it, but I'm still putting Gannon on ahead of him. And if it's not Carr, then it's going to be like Daryl LaMonica. And even George Blanda. I'm sorry. George Blanda meant a lot to this team through those years. Yeah, anybody that says nation after they can all go fuck themselves. So, from what I've learned recently, there's only one team in professional sports other than us that by right can use nation before their name. I know you guys aren't going to like this, but it's the Red Sox. They actually have part of Fenway Park. There's actually bricks that were laid when the building was built, and it says Red Sox Nation on those bricks, dating back to 19 whatever it was when that stadium was built. So I heard that from somebody a few weeks ago, and I was like, shit, I didn't know that. That's news to me. I mean, I'm not a big, huge Red Sox fan. I've only gone to like 2 games my entire life, so literally threw up. What do you think about the Carr retirement? He's retired. See ya. I mean, if he wants to, if the Saints release him from his contract, the Raiders want to sign him to a 1-day contract and he retires a Raider. I have no problem with that. I mean, he was here long enough. He was the face of this team. The fans for the most part liked him. I mean, he did good things for us while he was here. So I'm not I don't have a problem with it. Not at all. You think Genty would have survived playing in Oakland? What do you mean by that, though? Oh my God! Why would you? Why he'd be on the team? What do you think's going to happen? The fans are going to kill him or something? The fuck you getting at, Cool Kev? I'm going to have to put you on commercial break. That made no sense. Where's Raph? Raph, can you interpret what he just said or what I asked? I don't get it. Stable, Plunkett, LaMonica. That's Mount Rushmore. No discussion. Okay. All right. What the fuck, Jets Nation? All these poses. Yeah, man, that's all it is. They're just copying. Just like teams that add black to their uniforms. It's like fuckers, get out of here. It's your own goddamn colors. Like Jaguars when they went with the black jersey. Falcons, okay, you guys had black before. Get it. Saints, okay, you had black before. But when these other teams come out with these alternative jerseys and they're black, fuck your face. Get out of here. Stop that shit. Monica embodied the QB that Al liked. The way they would light teams up with Monica was video game-esque. True. Pat's ownership, players, and fans that say Pat's Nation can fuck off. Yeah, they say that a lot around here too. They've actually got one of the sports casters around here calls it Patriot Nation. It's like, get out of here. Playing in that baseball field in December. You're playing there in December? Where? Fenway? Mad Bomber. Bro, there's a whole channel named Jets Nation. Ugh. Should all go fucking storm it one night. Do a fucking flash mob in there and just fucking tear them up. Lions have, yeah, Lions. They're another one. Yeah, put black in their jerseys. Screw you. What's up, Gord? What's going on, man? The only thing I could think of is the field was not good. Oh yeah, didn't feel dirt and the texture of the ground. Yeah, okay. If you look at it that way, surviving that. Okay, I get it. That. All right. Yeah, the field. Oh yeah, running from the grass to the dirt, from the dirt to the grass. Although Janikowski, man, I swear to God, that son of a bitch kicked better from the dirt than anybody else that ever kicked in that stadium. Fucking ridiculous. There's only one nation, anything else is urination. Druid. Do you realize Gruden is the only coach to have two teams in the Super Bowl at the same time? Yeah, Bucks he was with and the Raiders, who Callahan didn't change a thing, and that was yep. That was the downfall right there. It wasn't the Barrett Robbins, although that didn't help. Did not help. What's up, Frank? I didn't even see you pop in here, and I just read your quote, your post. What's up, Frank? Let's see. You know what? I don't even like modern fans. I like older fans, and most of them I don't even think watch much anymore. True. Modern fans annoy the shit out of me. Yeah, this. You know what it is? It's the commercialization of this sport that just brings out these half-ass fans. Like Taylor Swift, right there. Taylor Swift is probably the worst thing that ever happened to football, because now you got all these Taylor Swift fans that come out of the fucking woodwork, and all of a sudden they're all asshole Chiefs fans. They don't know a goddamn thing about football, and which is why a lot of times the Kansas City's fucking jerseys sales go through the fucking roof because, well, T Swift likes it, so I'm gonna go buy it. You know, she follows that team. She's dating a player on that team. Oh, I love the Chiefs. That's where all the Chiefs got all these goddamn Chiefs fans from lately. It's all from her. NFL loves it because they're making fucking millions out of it. Sorry, Dixon, but just stating the obvious facts, I guess. As Marcus said, facts, yes. Yep. Yep. Fuck Taylor Swift. And no, I would not, because I don't think she's that good looking. She's got no ass, man. She's like a fucking plank. She's no fucking ass. She bought a house here down by the beach in Rhode Island. Fucking people can't even walk on the fucking beach to walk by it. Fucking security stops them. It's like, fuck you. You don't own the beach or the water. Fuck off. No ass or tits. No, exactly. She's got nothing. Yeah, I'm fine. Fucking. Let's see. Talk about Notre Dame nostalgia again. Tim Brown could be the greatest Raider ever. Saw him live against Navy in '84. Oh, no shit. I never got to see him live. Oh, wait a minute. Did I? Yeah, I did actually. Yeah, '93. When they came here in '93, it was the first game I got to go to. Hostetler was our quarterback then. '93, they were playing here against New England in the old Foxborough Stadium. She's got nothing and she is nothing. She's a piece of shit. Yeah, but I don't think she's easy to nail though. Not even with a fucking, not even with an air gun. Yeah, it's all about money, man. She got money. That's it. NFL's made a fucking fortune off of her. That's why I get tired of watching when the Chiefs are on, because she's always on the fucking TV. Her and Kelsey's mom. It's like, get out of here. And then that fucking twat bag, Mahomes' wife. I fucking can't stand her. Her and his brother. Oh, fuck, man. Those two jackasses off the fucking screen. Brownie, you were my all-time favorite player. Yep. My overpriced Chipotle has more meat than that Taylor. Yeah. Just it's like watching salmon on a wood plank. Classic rock is the new hip hop. What's your favorite tracks, Jeff? Oh, good God. I have such. We discussed this, I think, a few weeks ago. We got on the subject of some of our favorite music genres. I'm all over the map when it comes to music. Um, Not because I'm old, but I grew up on 50s and 60s music and 70s, obviously. 70s because that's what was on the radio when I would be driving in the car with my parents. But in the 80s, my dad had a few hot rods, and whenever we would go to car shows and shit, we were always playing 50s and 60s music. Um, classic rock tracks. Usually anything by Zeppelin, that I would go with. Um, Aerosmith, can't. I gotta take him or leave him. Rush, I absolutely despise Rush. I fucking hate that goddamn band. Hate that band. Can't stand their songs. Can't stand. Uh, I just don't like them. Maybe because they're Canadian. Sorry, go ahead. It's severe. I like Chuck Berry if he was watching girls party. Yeah, like I said, I grew up on 50s and 60s, man. We go to car shows and you know, cruise nights, and that's all that was playing in the car, and then that's all that was being played by the DJ that was there at the time and everything. 80s, I I liked all the 80s shit. I mean, again, I was a teenager in the 80s, so I mean, all that like Tears for Fears, REM, Men at Work, all that shit. That was my jam back then, And I still liked rap. I grew up on the early stages of rap, you know. We're talking, Run DMC shit, Houdini, um, Grandmaster Flash, all that stuff. I used to break dance, believe it or not. I know it sounds weird, but yeah, dude, I used to break dance. Me and all my friends, hell yeah. You'd see us walking through the street with one of us would be carrying a big ass piece of cardboard or a rolled up piece of linoleum floor. I'm not kidding. It's great. Acres of movies. What's up, man? Genty, over under 1,300 rush yards, over under 1,800, or under until. Well, we discussed the touchdowns a little while ago, and we looked at what someone brought up the numbers from um, Saquon, and I think it was he had 13 rushing touchdowns. He had 18 in total, so he had 5 receiving. I That's kind of what I'm expecting from him is something in that range. If you're that high of a draft pick, you better be getting. We want our money's worth or our pick worth from you, talent wise. Um, Yardage, I I like to think he'd get about 1,300. I think that's a fair estimate. What's up, James? What's going on? Or when Raiders rock song from the 70s, rock around the clock. ACDC, I don't mind. That's why I said I apologize about the Canada thing. That's why I don't like Rush. Hair metal? Nah, dude. I like the 80 hair bands. I couldn't get into that shit either. No, like Led Zeppelin, Scorpions, Def Leppard, Iron Maiden. Although Iron Maiden, I didn't mind so much. I couldn't get into the hair bands. Even Van Halen did nothing for me. Yeah, the only breakdancing I do now is it literally break something. There's no way I'm fucking doing that right now. Jeff the Jabberwock. I can see Jeff doing the windmill. I can never do the windmill, believe it or not. I tried, man. I tried. You do the head spin. I could spin on my head back in the day. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a fucked up week for sure. Hey, how was Bakersfield today? I saw you on camera a couple of times walking by Gravy and Low and them. I saw you. I saw 805. Chris was on here in the chat earlier. Protect the Shield. I said to him, I said, you guys got to bust 805's balls next time you guys are on show with him, because every time he stood in front of the camera, in front of Gravy and them, he always stood and made sure, like he knew the camera was there. He stood and made sure his back was facing the camera so you could read the back of his shirt that said Real Talk Raiders, like his promo shit. I'm like, this motherfucker over here trying to get fucking free promo, putting his back to the camera the whole time. Every time he stood there, he would turn. You could see him turn his head, and he would purposely turn his back towards it. It was fucking funny. I'm like, this bastard. Look at this kid. Yeah, he was working it, man. What's up, on six? What's going on, man? See, I liked Tears for Fears. I still do. I still got this is well, it's not that bad of a thing, but I still got, I don't know where it is. It's over there somewhere. I still got cases of fucking cassette tapes and records. I still got records, original records. Leonard Skinner, yeah, I'm a hit or miss with them. I did like Tears for Fears. Oh, you got a Genty jersey now? You didn't get one of yourself as the greatest running back of all times, never drafted? You gotta like Boston, right? Yeah, Boston. I didn't have a problem with them. They were okay. Village People, fuck the Village People. No, thank you. Pink Floyd, nope. The Who, nope. Rolling Stones, nope. Nope. Your Aunt Six jersey. um, yeah, like I said, my music is all. Let's put it this way. So when I go to sleep at night, right? Because I tend to sleep on the recliner because it doesn't fuck my back up. I put an earbud in and I'll listen to like 70s, like James Taylor, America, Kansas, shit like that. I'll listen to that, and that's what I'll fall asleep to. But like sometimes I'll just blast Five Finger Death Punch radio on Pandora. I'll listen to the Cure radio, which is all, from the 80s on up. It's a lot of that indie rock, not indie rock, but like the college rock stuff, like Jane's Addiction. That's what I'm talking about. This is how weird my musical stretch is here. So I mean, I am all over the place. I mean, shit, I'll even put it on. I'm not a big fan of the grunge stuff. I'd even put it on like an Irish station that I have, and I'll listen to fucking Irish folk music and fucking bagpipes. I mean, bagpipes hit different for me anyway, being in the fire service, and I mean, it's such a side note with the fire service, So Milli Vanilli, the lip syncers, when they came out, everybody thought they were awesome. I know that. I remember that. I thought they were great too until you found out that they were a bunch of fucking shysters. So, Jeff, what's your biggest concern on this team going into this season? I guess to make sure that our secondary is good. I mean, our offensive line. Just tell me who the guards are going to be. I'm not worried about the tackles of the center because we know that's going to be Miller, Glaze, and JBJ. Let's solidify that offensive line and make sure that we're giving lanes for Genty and giving time for Gino to throw the goddamn ball. That's what we need. We need to give these guys time. Well, we need to give him time to get the ball out there and for Genty to run it. And I want to see Brock used. He needs to be used more in the red zone if we get to the red zone, which was another issue we didn't do so well last year. Bakersfield is good. What's he running around passing out my cards? I sent him a bunch of cards in the mail the other day, and he was taking them with him on the trip to the show. Sacktown was like one of the first guys that really started following me and getting on all the shows. Yeah, I am a Steely Dan type. I do like Steely Dan. I'll take them. Steelers Wheel, that's another one. Bad Company, yeah. Yeah, Bakersfield looked like it was fucking jumping. I was watching a lot of the feed from Gravy and them for a while today. Like I said, I saw a bunch of you guys walking by the cameras all the time. Chris Faridas tried calling me a little while ago on Instagram, but I think he was getting chased by the cops because, man, that's all you could hear was fucking sirens. He couldn't even talk. He couldn't even hear me, so he hung up. And see, I couldn't get into Alice in Chains. Clapton, I like. Beatles, I like. CCR, no. Eagles, no. Um, I'll tell you who I really can't stand anymore is Bob Seger. I can't stand Bob Seger and fucking Meatloaf. And it's for one reason only, because in the early 90s, oh, he was wearing my hat too. Oh, awesome, man. In the early 90s, I was a bouncer at a local club downtown, a really extremely popular club. And I used to have to do happy hour on Friday nights. So I would go right from my other job to there at 5 o'clock, and I would do happy hour, and I would hear Bob Seger's songs in the first hour during happy hour. I would hear Meatloaf, especially Paradise by the Dashboard Lights. I would hear those songs at least twice in the first hour and a half of being there. And now we were open till 2 a.m. And I would be there for, oh my God, uh, hours. And I would hear the same Bob Seger song, the same fucking Meatloaf song at least 4 or 5 times a night. And I was there on Friday nights and Saturday nights. And on holiday weekends, we were there on Sundays. So I would hear sometimes 3 nights. I'd have to listen to all these songs, and it just fucking made me want to puke. It comes on the radio now, boom, I skip right over it. I can't stand those songs anymore. They fucking ruined it for me. Oh, ADF, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. 13.99 super sticker. You're the man. I appreciate you, brother. Man, I get some awesome followers in here, man. I gotta say, here it is at 12 o'clock at night, my time. Still got 20 people rocking the show, rocking the chat. I appreciate every one of you. I know a couple of you also. I got Leo's channel up and running because I thought he was going to be able to pop in at some point. So, Jeff, you're fucking dead to me. Rock and roll Hall of Famer Bob Seger. Yeah, dude, I can't. Old time rock and roll. If I hear that song, people have a reaction to certain things, whether it be foods or smells. That song makes me want to fucking puke. I can't tolerate that fucking song. Drives me fucking nuts. Ugh. Even that one still, I can handle. I can handle Turn the Page a little bit, but old time rock and roll. Oh my God. Crazy Train, Ozzy. That's another one I was always fucking. Oh my God. Yeah, you guys. It's going to what, like 9 o'clock? I think your time, right? Yeah, because then you guys are all going. You're going to the hotel with them too to, get together with everybody else. I don't know who's staying overnight there. I'm curious. We were talking about that event earlier, Severe. I said, I said that the one good thing about that is if you're looking for Raider gear, that's like a perfect place to go because you're not walking around the stadium with it afterwards at a game, at a tailgate or whatever. And, you can go throw it in your car because you're not parked that far, or you're going to be leaving in a few minutes or whatever. Buy all your shit on the way out. Dire Straits, I liked. White Snake, nope. Thompson Twins were awesome. Guns N' Roses, yeah, I could handle Guns N' Roses. This is what I like about you guys. We're not necessarily just talking football. We're talking other shit. We built this city. I'm like, oh yeah, fucking Jefferson Starship. Yeah, that's another one. Well, it used to be Jefferson Airplane, and then they turned it nice. Walk of Life, yeah. Jimi Hendrix. Oh, Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, I can get down with Jimi Hendrix. I actually got a few of his original albums that my dad passed down to me years ago. Oh, definitely. That's what I was saying. Like, you're gonna see stuff that you wouldn't see normally. So that'd be great if I went out there for the week and at this event. I mean, I'd come back with stuff that no one around my area is ever gonna see. You know, Stevie Ray Vaughan was one of my absolute favorites. You know, I've got that CD too. Still have it. The Clash, yeah, yeah. Stevie Ray Vaughan was awesome. REO Speedwagon's good. I'm trying to think of some of the other. I do like Fleetwood Mac. Primus, there's another one. I like Primus. Les Claypool. I could listen to his shit all day long too. Tom Petty. Stevie Ray Vaughan was awesome, man. It sucks the way he went too. It sucks. His brother was good too, but just not Stevie Ray good. Like when they inducted him into the Hall of Fame, and his brother was out there playing with the band and everything. That was pretty awesome. Man, no, fuck that kid. Nah, Nirvana, no. And see, and that's another thing. I can go from listening to Five Finger Death Punch to all of a sudden I'm switching over to, oh yeah, Beastie Boys, man. I love the Beastie Boys. I could go and switch over to like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, that shit easily. I don't mind Billy Joel, you know. What's he say? Do me a favor, call out to Canadians. Since February, 2/3 of their flights canceled to Vegas. Our largest visitors need these folks to come back. Really? Why did the flights get canceled? What? Tell you what, there's a lot of Canadian Raider fans for sure, man. When we were in Buffalo, can't tell you how much money we came back with that was Canadian dollars. It was insane. Fine Young Cannibals. Yeah. Hot wasn't bad. Yeah, Beastie Boys were awesome, man. Well, you know what it was? You never, when that sound came out with them, just like when NWA hit on the East Coast, it's like you never heard anything like that. I already knew about the Raiders, was already a fan, but that increased the fandom for the Raiders worldwide, because they were always rocking the Raider gear. That helped propel the Raiders even more and made them even more popular. I like David Bowie. I did like David Bowie. Don't get me started on Frank Sinatra. Last big show that I saw was Joe Satriani and Stevie Ray Vaughan. What's up, Raider Swan? Oh, Tara's driving them out. 51st state shit. Let's see. Last 3 years, me and my wife went to the Art LeBeau concerts. Man, those concerts were amazing. All good oldies. I'll tell you who I really liked, and it's sad that I'm never going to get to see him play live, and I've always wanted to, was Jimmy Buffett. Never going to get a chance to see Buffett live, and he would always come here to Mansfield every year for a concert. And I found this out when a couple months before he passed, the Coral Reefer band, some of the guys in that band were playing a gig here in Rhode Island, and he showed up out of nowhere. It's a small place. He showed up and got on stage with them and performed. I'm like, God damn, could you imagine being somebody sitting in the audience that's a fan of the guys from the Coral Reefer band, which is his backup band or his band, and all of a sudden Jimmy, and obviously if you're a fan of them, you're a fan of him, and all of a sudden he comes out on stage and performs for like an hour with them. It's like, are you shitting me? I'm like, oh my God, I'd be in heaven right there. Oh yeah, Huey Lewis for sure, man. I love it that they used him in that movie. Oh my God, yeah, that's a great fucking movie. I like Christian Bale. That's why I think he's a great Al Davis. If you've seen any pictures of it yet, he looks just fucking like him too. I think they did a great job casting him. But yeah, Huey Lewis and the News, yeah, they were good back then too. Again, that's another band from the 80s. Just 80s had some great music, man. And I'll tell you what, great fucking music and movies too. They always knew like all those teen movies and shit from the 80s. Those songs in those movies are just fucking classics. The movies too, man. Some of those movies you're never gonna be able to repeat or reproduce anything like that. Yeah, ZZ Top was the shit, definitely. The funny thing is, oh fuck Hall and Oates. Ugh, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. I can't do them. Um, Simon and Garfunkel, yeah, I can handle. I can hang with that. Um, this is gonna be shocking. I've really never been to like a concert, like going to like a stadium or like an arena type place. Um, I've gone to when we were in Disney. Little River Band was playing in an outdoor venue at Disney, but it was just like standing room only type of thing. It wasn't that big. Um, but I saw them play live, and I saw Robert Cray. Oh, here we go.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, man?
I can't hear you because it's loud in this motherfucker.
Yeah, so yeah, the '80s movies were awesome, man. That was the best decade. What's up, man?
I got you.
We got Jay in the house, coming in live from
better
Bakersfield.
find us.
Huh?
And if y'all can hear, it's pretty loud in this motherfucker right now.
It's tough to hear you right now.
All right, here we go. So, I think it's a tail end of the event. DJ Steph, I think, is on. You gonna buy a shirt, my guy? Come on, my guy. I got you, bro. I got you.
Oh, all right. Well, that ended. Yeah, it must be loud as hell there, I'm sure. I know Severe was walking around with actual fucking looked like he had beats on his head or whatever. Because they didn't have sound down on Nation Live show. I think I don't know if it was copyright issues or whatever. I don't know, but they weren't. They were only using the microphone when they were talking, so that's all you could hear. You couldn't hear any background noise or any music or anything else going on in there. They'll probably dial back in a minute. Let's see, if Bale is half as good as portraying Mr. Davis as he was his portrayal of Ken Miles, it will be awesome. Yeah, I think he's gonna do fine. I really do. It's supposedly somebody said it last night. That supposedly he's a Raiders fan too. I don't know. I don't know how true that is. If it is, that's fucking awesome. You know, it makes it even more of a reason for him to play that. Content creator, ignore the camera. Are you talking about the people that talk and they'll do this the whole time, but the microphone's here and the camera's there? I move back and forth because my camera is on my laptop and the screen on the laptop's so small, so I can't see the writing of the typing from you guys. So if I look this way, like I'm looking right now, I can see it on a bigger screen that I have on a swing arm. And let's bring them back in.
Oh,
Can you hear now?
I can hear now.
All right, we can hear you better now too.
It's super loud in here. They just have this DJ going right now. But I just wanted to pop on and say what's up to everybody. I didn't get to do a lot today, but I'm doing a POV thing, so I'm recording everything that kind of went down today. So I'll have some great footage coming out in the next few days. So that's
Sweet.
exciting. I'll probably have it out as soon as tomorrow. For sure.
Are you heading
I
back
got Leo
home
next to me.
tomorrow?
He's already packing up, ready to go.
Are you heading back home tomorrow, or
Hold on. What?
are you heading back home tomorrow?
No, I don't head back till Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. At least you get to relax a little bit.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%.
Well, plus next weekend's Memorial Day weekend too, so it's another long weekend anyway. So
Yeah. No, well, unfortunately, I have to go back to work, so we got to head back Tuesday, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, something like that. So we can make it work. So we'll see what happens. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Can't see anybody. I can't see the comments, but
we had right now we're down to 11, but we were up to like almost 30 at one
okay.
point in here. So I had a good turnout tonight. We've been talking music, we've been talking Raiders, we've been talking everything in here tonight.
Okay. Yeah.
So Severe's in the chat right now too. He's been talking in the chat with us.
There you go. Look. It's
How was
it's your co-host. I'll be rated 10.
what's up, buddy? Is he saying he's having a great time?
Oh,
Hey,
he
little
said
guy.
he won the tickets to the Cowboy Raider game on the raffle. Was it raffle? Oh, he won the bingo. And they had to do like another thing.
What did he win?
He won tickets to the Cowboy Raider game.
No shit.
Yes.
Awesome,
Yes.
dude.
Man, that's gonna be a hot game.
That's fucking awesome, dude. Good for him, man. That's fucking great. That's fucking great, man.
Yeah. So he won it. It's cool. Oh no, my thing died. Hold on. My stand died.
How fucked
All
up
right,
are you guys?
bro, this is like my third beer in like 6 hours. I really didn't drink. I drank my free ticket that I got for buying the VIP stuff, and I'm so that's it. 3, and like spread out by hours.
Yeah.
It's just loud.
How long ago did Jeremy? Because you guys are getting ready to close up now, right? Isn't it over?
It's about. I don't know. It's supposed to be over right now at 9. I don't know if it's supposed to be over at 10. But the DJ show going on, so I don't know. Yeah,
How was Jeremy Chin with the crowd?
he was cool, bro. He signed his autograph, and he did the whole Raiders blah and bounced out. Yeah, look,
Cool.
Leo, Leo's packing up, getting ready to head on out. But
What's up,
everybody's
Raven Knight?
having a good time right now. I don't know who's on singing. Let me see if I can filter it.
That's still a good crowd there too.
Huh?
Still a good crowd there.
Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of people left. A lot of people left, and then but the diehards sticks around, obviously, right? Jack Hanna's here. He's somewhere around here. Lunatic Raider is around here. Actually, he's pulling up. Um, Josh the Goat was here earlier. Joe Morley was here earlier. And Raiders, like your boy Christopher Raiders is across from me over there, sitting in a table.
He tried calling me earlier, but he couldn't hear me.
Yeah, it's hard unless you have headphones. You're not gonna hear anything, you know.
Well, he was outside somewhere calling me, but like about 40 cop cars went rolling by, so he couldn't hear a goddamn thing. He hung up.
Oh wow. Yeah, you need to have like headphones and stuff, and you're not gonna hear. It's hard.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah. Oh, Dad, bro. Jeff.
There's Leo.
Oh man.
I'm fucking jealous, you bastards. I'm so jealous. I said I'm jealous. I wish I was there with you. This
Hey
is a
man,
good fucking day.
it took me almost 2.5 hours to get here. When we got here, we still had to deal with my crazy kids, with my crazy daughter, throwing a tantrum back in the town. But hey, it was cool. It was great there. We had fun. Right now, I'm just selling the Raider merch. So if you guys want a shirt, I got them on my IG. So make sure you guys hit me up. Got the new Raider merch I dropped today. My guy Jack already got one. So make sure you guys stop in. Look, Severe's back here, back at me.
There's Severe right there.
Uh, there you go. There you go.
He's in the chat and he's on camera.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Exactly. Yep. So we're doing the damn thing. For sure. All right, but yeah, I got the Raider merch. My shirt's dropped today. I got the Raider Nation and then the Just Raiders Baby shirt.
Yeah, make sure you guys get over to Just Raiders Baby.
Yeah, I
Get
got
over
the
to his
Just Raiders
channel.
Baby.
You'll see he'll have the link up for his new merchandise just came in. So he's wearing the new shirt right now. I saw the shirt on you earlier today too.
Yeah.
So that's the new merchandise for Jay and his channel. So make sure you guys get over to Just Raiders Baby and
For sure.
help a brother out there.
Yep, you can wear all year long. Hey, wear any occasions doesn't have to be in support podcast, but does goes a long way, obviously. But just hey, Raider pride, just Raider, baby. That's what we're about. You know what I mean? So for sure, got the Raider Nation shirt too. So repping the Raider Nation, and I got the show logo on the back. So it's cool. So yeah,
That's
just
cool.
hit me up, tap in, and order your shirts now for sure. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Losing you. It's, I'm on my thing and it died. Hold on, let me take it out. There we go. Yeah, I got this thing and it
Yeah, I
died.
saw that earlier too. I saw you on with Gravy and them. I saw you on the
I
mic.
charged it. Yeah, I charged it, but then it just died. All good. But yeah, man, I just wanted to hop on and say what's up to everybody. Funny that my Lorenzo and the Raider Crusaders is cool. Good to meet everybody in person, you know. It's one thing to see everybody and do shows with each other like we are now, but it's even better when we're actually in person. Get to meet, get to top it up, you know, and really like significant and so, you know.
Hey, who's doing Leo doing your shirts?
Huh?
Is Leo doing your shirts?
Yeah.
Yeah. So to answer your question, Rock, I'm sure that they're going to be true to size then.
Now what?
Because Rock was just asking if your shirts are true to size. Like
Yeah.
if they run small or not.
No, they're so I wear a 3X and it fits really good. It fits like loose. So yeah, they're good, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got Raider Nation. I got medium through 3XL. Dutch Raiders. It runs XL to 3XL.
Yeah, Raider D, he's still there. He's actually just to his side is Leo's group. Severe is Christine. But we will in a minute, ADF. We'll go back to talking Raiders. We just kind of these guys are live they're at the show right now at Bakersfield, the summer kickoff for the Raiders 2025. So that's why I started up this show tonight with the chance of hopefully getting them to come on at some point. So, and here's Jay, part of the Raider Connection. That's why I did a Raider Connection Saturday night special. That's what I titled it. So.
Holding it down. One fourth of the Raider Connection. The other 3/4 is over here. We're doing holding down the person. So you with us the whole day in spirit, bro. We talked about you pretty often, bro. So good stuff, man. And we can't wait to link up. I'm gonna try to see if I can get to Rhode Island, man. Get to that game. We'll see what's up. I already mentioned to Marcy, and if we're able to make it out to New Jersey, that'll be a great thing.
Did Raider D wants to know if did Lighter Brown show up?
Raider Brown?
Yeah. Lighter Brown.
Oh, I don't think they did. I don't know. I don't think they did. I was like a little bit all over the place today. Introduced a lot of different people. So, I don't know.
A lighter shade of brown? What? Oh, lighter shade of brown. My bad.
Lighter shade of brown. I don't know. I didn't hear him.
You hear that? Rated D said he didn't hear him. Was it? I thought I heard somebody say Tim Brown was there today.
I did not see Tim Brown, bro.
Can't hear you, Jay.
I did not see Tim Brown.
I can't.
I did not see Tim Brown.
There's so much noise in the background. All I can hear is like the kind of the music in the background. It's loud.
This is me right now. So. But all right, I'll let you go. I gotta head out in a little bit anyway. But hey, appreciate you, appreciate everybody pulling up. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the show. Make sure you guys tap in to the Radio Connection every damn Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific. We will be on this Wednesday. Make sure you guys tap in. If I'm home, I'll be on. If I'm not home, I won't be on. So we'll see. I think I'll be home by then. I should be home by the time we get there, and we'll do that.
All right, man. Thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you.
Yeah. So make sure you guys tune in on Saturday. Good morning, Raiders. We do have a guest lined up, so make sure you guys tap in for that for sure. All right, I'm out, guys.
Later, man. Peace. So, all right. So that's Jay. Make sure you guys go over to Just Raiders, baby. LV Raider 10 and Cheeto Linus. Those are my partners on my co-hosts on the Raider Connection on Wednesday nights, which is why I labeled tonight's show Raider Connection Saturday Night Special, because they're all there, all three of them. And I was kind of hoping they were at least going to be able to pop in for a little bit. So luckily Jay did pop in, and we got to see Leo, and we actually got to see Nate too. And Nate, that lucky little bastard, won tickets to the Raiders Cowboys game. So that's awesome. I'm stoked for him. That was awesome. Good for him, man. So you like that, AI? You like that new little logo? I made that today, actually. So there's a link if anybody wants to come in. So if you guys want to come in, get on camera, talk, whatever. So feel free. Got my follow. Thank you, Rated D. I appreciate you. Let's see. Yeah, it was whack this year. Lorenzo needs to do better if he wants to charge. Shake my head. Thank you guys, though. So obviously you didn't. Rated D. Do you normally go out to that for that event? So I don't know. I don't know who was supposed to be there. I don't know if there were plans for certain music groups or. What's up, Victor and Donna Quiones? How you doing? Welcome to the show. They've been on now for. Let's see. Oh yes, you do go. Okay. I don't know why, but I can't click the link. I think it's because you're using. Yeah, it is why. Go to the top though. It's pinned. It should be right there. I pinned it. You should be able to click on that too. It's so dumb. It's dumb that it does that. I don't know how else to do it than to put the link up. Oh, unless you're on a computer. But I can do it. Let's see. I can do it this way. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I'm not bueno. But also, I'm not bueno is not logged into Discord. But if he logs into Discord, he'll see the link. So try that, bueno. Go to Discord. I already put the link in there for you. Oh, Lighter did show up. Okay, Lighter showed up. They're performing now. This is my first Raiders event. I enjoyed meeting some of the folks from the chat. Oh, sweet. So, all right. So they did show up. There you go. There's your answer, Rated D. I don't think Jay could understand what I was asking because it was so loud there. But Severe can at least read what's going on now, too. Well, it was supposed to be outside. That much I do know. But they knew, I guess, supposedly they were able to secure the inside because of the AC and everything and the potential for the heat outside. I don't know. Yeah, so that's going to be cool, though, meeting guys like, Jack Kenna, Sacktown Mike, and then also some of the other guys that, do shows with everybody, like Chris for Raiders. It's nice, especially when you meet them from the chat that you don't get to see them on camera. You get to put a face with the name now, too, and everything. That's cool. That's why I wish I could go, man. That's why I wish I lived out that way, too. I could never put an event together like that over here. Not enough. There's not enough Raider fans around here to host something that big. I mean, doing the one game like for the Raiders Patriots coming out here, that's different. You'll get more people for that because it's a special thing basically. I mean, it doesn't happen that often. Sort of like when you go out and watch the Haley's Comet come by. It's every once in a great while the Raiders get to come to New England to play. Rated D, I'm in Rhode Island, which is New England. I'm like about 30 minutes away from Gillette Stadium, and Raiders are coming here this year to play the Raiders, and they're coming here next year too. So we get 2 years back to back of being able to see the Raiders play here. No, I'm not based in New York. Who said I was based in New York? AR, get out of here. I wouldn't admit I was from New York, even if I lived in New York. Marcus, yeah, you're in Pennsylvania. That I know. I remember you saying that before. Yeah, I put the link up, man. Come on in. What's up, Turf? Turf is in the house. What's up, brother? How you doing? Yeah, that's right. Turf's going to be. I forgot all about that. Turf's going to be coming up for that game too. He's a former New Englander. He's from Hartford. He's from Connecticut. No, there is no Quahog, Rhode Island. So shut up, Bueno. Yeah, so that's right. I forgot Turf's going to be coming to that game too. So we're gonna have Turf up here. We're gonna have Captain Jack's gonna be up here. We're gonna have Nate up here. Captain Jack is gonna be staying here with me at my house. So I actually definitely plan on getting on live while he's here if we've got time to do a quick little pull-up show right here in my studio. I'll bring him into my little studio. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Should have known by your accent. I know. We did a show a few weeks ago on a Friday night. No, because normally it's Turf and Rundown that would do a Friday night show, but Turf was away when his daughter was doing gymnastics, and now he's away for family issues. Um, so in his absence, I myself and Chris Ferreira have been running a Friday night show to still keep it open so fans could come in and be on camera, be in the chat, and give them that avenue on Friday nights. So one one night on a Friday, we were talking Raiders like usual, but it always tends to blend into other things. Like we've gone already on a music kick tonight. Well, we spent about half hour to 45 minutes on one show, just people in the chat having me say certain words because of my accent. Because most of the people in this chat are from California for the most part, and they don't get to hear that New England, Boston, East Coast accent that often. So it was just a matter of me sitting here for like a half hour or so, just saying words and saying sentences that, you know, based on how we pronunciate things out here. It was funny. Yeah, Turf, I've heard you say that before too. Yeah, I didn't think you were that tall. But again, I've only seen you on camera. But I heard you mention it one night on one of your shows. You actually said how tall you were. So I'm like, okay, I get it. And then now when I saw you and I was like, God damn, he is tall, kid. I don't live in upscale Connecticut. Got to try and get Spence. He's I'm sure he's gonna go. I'm sure he doesn't. He must have season tickets for the Pats, right? Maybe not. I don't know. He must be heartbroken right now, though, with the way the Celtics got dismantled last night. That was disgusting. But it's what happens when Tatum goes out. I mean, that's the end of that team. You know, what are you gonna do? Nothing you can do about that. Now, so it says I got to get to the New England area. I've never been to the East Coast. Yeah, dude, it's a treat, man. It's nice out here. If you come out here at the right time of year, coming out here that's the good thing about this game this year. Being week one, that's just like perfect. The weather's going to be decent. It's still going to be kind of warm, which is nice. Um, it's not going to be freezing cold. That's why if this game was going to be in December or January, I mean, if you guys wanted to come out here from Cali, I'm not going to stop you, but just be warned, you're going to freeze your balls off out here because it's fucking cold here in the winter. And there's no telling if we're going to have snow or not. It could be fine today, and next thing you know, it's like, oh shit, we were wrong. It's snowing now instead. That's just the way New England weather is. Let's see. Yeah, I love it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about in that accent? Jeff, what's up week one? Well, I just had a short little stay in the hospital this past week. So I was in the hospital Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Got out late yesterday. So I had just put out a message on, I think it was Monday. I just put out Monday to a message in the club looking for 3 club members along with 3 board members to form a committee to set up the whole, start the whole process of setting everything up. We've already got a couple of different places in mind for a pregame party the night before. So I've got 3 board members plus myself, and then 3 actual club members that are going to be on that committee, and then we'll start the planning process. Once we know more, we will put it up there. But we do know that the game is on the 7th, so the pregame party will be on the 6th. So those 2 dates are solid. I mean, nothing to worry about there. The tailgate, I'm not sure on that yet. We'll have to wait and see, but that's as of right now, that's as far as we've gotten. I'm going to get back into the groove of things comes Monday, and then we're going to go from there. I just needed to take this weekend off from that, and I just wanted to get on and do some shows and just kind of relax and get back in the fucking zone of, doing what I like doing, and I like doing this part. What's up, AR? What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? Oh, we chat.
So once I know more, I'll hopefully get the ball really rolling starting this week. And, the information will come. It will follow, and we'll be rocking and rolling. Hopefully, it's going to be a good turnout. I know I've been getting messages from a few different people from out west. I've already been in talks with the group from the Black Hole in Las Vegas. They're planning on coming out here with a group of folks too. Raiders Against the World are planning on coming out here with a bunch of folks too. The only suggestion I can give anybody that is planning on coming out here, if you can get a flight into Providence, not Boston, because all activities will be taking place in Providence, your best bet is to try and get a hotel in Providence. The team stays in Providence. They don't stay in Boston. They stay in Providence. It's a shorter ride to the stadium, less traffic to get to the stadium than coming in and out of Boston. So if anybody coming out here, make sure you do that. Try and stay in Providence, because that's where the pregame party will be. Like I said, that's the hotel the Raiders stay in is right in downtown Providence. So there's a ton of hotels in Providence.
ADF, this is a Raider show.
It is. It's just that we've been getting sidetracked. We were talking a lot of Raiders stuff, but you saw Jay popped in from the show a lot, from the event that they're at in Bakersfield. So it is a Raider show. We do talk a lot of football, but we also still talk Raider-related stuff. So like we're talking about right now, everybody's asking about, week 1 game against New England, which is right here. So yeah, ADF, don't get discouraged by tonight. I mean, this was kind of like I don't normally do shows on Saturday nights like this. Normally it's a set show with myself and Chris, and we cover Raider history on Saturday nights. It's called the Raiders Last Call podcast. Chris is at Bakersfield, so that's why we didn't do a show that way tonight. I did this as a pull-up, not so much a last-minute thing, but a pull-up type show where just getting on and talking to the fans and bringing on people like AR, who I have to play tomorrow morning in Tecmo Bowl.
You pointed the wrong way again.
Yeah, that way.
You've never got it right, have you?
I know. Chris and I never
just remember
that's our shtick at the start of our shows is we always point at each other in different directions, and that's just the way we do it.
Just remember when you're on camera, everything's the opposite way. So if I'm on the right, you point to the left. If I'm on the left, you point to the right. Speaking of history, as you know, like I've been bendering a lot of Raider football on the Raider Classics, and another guy who shares classic Raider football. Shout out to Raider Rob. A lot of late 90s football. I'm trying to work my way up to like those early 2000s. It's been fun going back and watching these games, not knowing the outcome, and learning to appreciate some players that I never really heard of. I mean, I was talking about Jeffrey Hostetler the other day. How about that Jeff George? My God, I didn't realize how good he was until I watched him play as a Raider specifically. I mean, some of the throws he makes, like I dare say, like he's probably got, like from a pure arm perspective, that guy may have the best rocket of an arm I've seen from a Raider outside of Darryl LaMonica.
Yeah, he
they called him the Mad Bomber 2.0 for a reason, and
he could throw the ball.
Hey, like
he just wasn't very good at other things.
It was upstairs. I know. His attitude was what brought his downfall other areas, and like he was a bad scheme fit for what Gruden wanted to do when Gruden took over in '98. But like, the team struggled in '97, but it wasn't from lack of being able to throw from Jeff George. Like, he's better than every other guy we've had in the door, other than Rich Gannon, maybe DC, since the early 2000s. Like, yeah, again, like a guy I've learned to appreciate. Like, wow, gee, I didn't know.
Jeff George was definitely a strong-armed quarterback, but he didn't last long with us. Like, he just
2 seasons.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just we just had no luck at some points in the '90s with quarterbacks. I mean, Hostetler was the best one that we had in the '90s.
Jeff George would be a second, though.
Yeah, I got to see Hostetler play along with Tim Brown and them. They came here to New England in '93. That was the first Raider game I ever got to go to. Was that one? I went with my friend and a few other friends of ours that were actually Steelers fans and Patriots fans, but him and I were the only 2 Raider fans that were there out of the group, and we had a blast. 23 years old. At the we tailgated ourselves. We brought our own shit and everything, and it was great. Got to see Hostetler, Tim Brown. I mean, it was. Did
you see Napoleon Kaufman as well, or was that 2 years prior to when we drafted him?
Yeah, I'd have to look up exactly who was on the rock. You know what?
What year was it that you went?
93.
Okay, that was 2 years before he was drafted, so you didn't get to see Kaufman. I think Marcus Allen may have still been on that roster.
Here's who was on that roster. It was Hostetler, Greg Robinson, and Steve Smith were the running backs. Tim Brown, Alexander Wright, and the tight end was Ethan Horton. Offensive line was Mosbaugh, Max Montoya, Bruce Wilkinson, Steve Wisniewski, and Joel Perry.
Wisniewski.
Yep. On the defense, it was Howie Long, Chester McLaughlin, Greg Townsend, and Nolan Harrison.
That was Howie and Townsend at the tail end of the career, right?
Yep, that was Howie's last season, actually.
Right.
Yeah, Howie and Townsend's last season.
Right. Because Swilling and would be one of the disrespects.
Aaron Wallace, Joe Kelly, Winston Moss, Terry McDaniel, Lionel Washington, Eddie Anderson.
Terry McDaniel.
Yep, Derek Hoskins. We had Rocket Ishmael as our kick returner, and Tim Brown was still returning.
Rocket. I like Terry McDaniel. I like Eddie Anderson. They were kind of nice.
Yeah, that was a good team. That was a good team that year.
Right.
Yeah,
those 90s teams were, like, for the most part, were actually, like, they weren't Super Bowl contenders, but, like, they weren't the scrub teams that we've had since the early 2000s for the most part. Like, we put together some pretty good teams. Like, that year I was saying, like, that Jeff George had his best season with us. Like, it wasn't through lack of him trying where we were unsuccessful. It was the defense was rated dead last in every statistical category. Probably one of the worst defenses we ever had.
Wait a minute. Maybe it wasn't 93 because I don't. Holy shit. It wasn't. You know what? It wasn't 93. Maybe it was 94. Yeah, it was 94. My bad. My bad. All right, so
that wasn't the game where Hostetler got into it with Art Shell, and then Art Shell pulled him and benched him and put on who was that other guy, that 40-year-old quarterback we had at the time as the backup?
Oh, Vince Evans.
Vince Evans, that's it. Like he said, you're out, you're in, and then Hostetler got on the phone to Al Davis, and Al Davis got into the phone to the booth to try.
All right, so it was 94. I was wrong. It was 94. We went 9-7 that year. So it was Hostetler, Harvey Williams, Turkey Neck, Harvey Williams, Tom Rathman, Tim Brown, Alexander Wright, and Andrew Glover was the tight end. It was still Mosbaugh, Wisniewski, Kevin Gogan, Greg Skepanek, and Perry were the offensive linemen. Defense was Jerry Ball, Chester McLaughlin, Anthony Smith, and Nolan Harrison. Chester McLaughlin.
That's a great interior, but the ends weren't too great.
Nah. Linebackers were Rob Fredrickson, Winston Moss, and Greg Beekert.
Beekert? Was that his rookie year? Must have been Beakert's rookie year. That's my guy, Beekert.
No, 93 was his rookie year. He just didn't play.
Who was that?
Shows Beaker. It shows him with 0 stats in 93.
Right, but that must have been the year we drafted him because he would go on to be one of the best pure middle linebackers we've ever had.
Oh yeah, it's definitely the best linebacker we've had, probably since we've had him, I should say.
From a pure middle linebacker perspective, he's one of the best.
Then the secondary was Terry McDaniel, Albert Lewis, Derek Hoskins, Eddie Anderson, and then Tim Brown and Rocket returning punts and kicks again.
Right.
So yeah,
was James Jett on that team?
Doesn't show. Let me see. Yes, he was. He was
James Jett.
Yeah. So let's see. Rocket Ishmael.
He had a great connection with
Tyrone Montgomery was there.
With Jeff George that 97 season. Like some of the rockets he was firing downfield like 50, 60 yards for James Jett.
Napoleon McCollum was on the team that year. Vince Evans, the quarterback. He was 39.
39-year-old Vince Evans.
39 years old.
Right.
God. And then was that McCollum's rookie year?
No more Jay Schroeder.
Oh, no, it wasn't. That was his last year with us, 94.
Who, Schroeder?
No, McCollum. Napoleon, 94. Yeah,
Jay Schroeder, the bane of my Tecmo existence. Oh, God. He's so bad.
Oh, yeah. He was there at Bakersfield today.
Who, Schrader?
Oh, yeah. Jeff Jaeger was our kicker, and Jeff Gossett was our punter. I remember Gossett, too.
Jaeger, I would have him behind Janikowski and Daniel Carlson.
He's the kicker.
At least in the last 40 years.
That's who the kicker
is.
Yeah,
he's great. He was great back in the 90s. Before there was Janikowski, before there was Daniel Carlson, there was Jeff Jaeger. And then do you remember after Jaeger, that guy we had in the door in that 97 era? Oh God, he would, when I was watching the 97 football, this guy was so bad, that Ford guy. He's like basically the
was it Cole Ford?
I could be whatever his name. I know his last name is Fold, but my God, like he for me was like the Johnny Townsend version of. He's the place kicker version of Johnny Townsend. Remember that guy we drafted as a punter? So basically, how bad Johnny Townsend was at punter, this guy was at place kicker. He was awful. And a lot of the reason why we drafted Sebastian Janikowski in the first round back in, what was it, 2000?
It was a 2000 draft. We got him.
Yeah. We went from Jaeger to Ford. Oh, my God.
Yeah, so let me see here. 90. Now you got me intrigued. I'm curious as to 95. So that was 94. We won that game too. That's the only time I've seen the Raiders win. I've been to New York twice to see them play the Giants. Both I've seen them play at the old Meadowlands and at the MetLife Stadium, and I've been to Buffalo, and I haven't seen them win any one of those 3 games. And the only game I ever saw them win was back in 94.
Did you go to that 2014 season where we should have won at the death? We played New England in New England. That was the year they would go on to win the Super Bowl.
I didn't go in to watch the game because I couldn't get a ticket, but I was at the tailgate for that. But yeah,
do you remember we were like in the red zone? We were driving down the field. I think there was only like 2-3 minutes left, and Darren McFadden took a handoff. He ran up the left side and took it for what should have been like a 12-yard run for a touchdown. It was a touchdown. And then he got flagged for a hold on the other side. When you look at the replays, like, what hold? Where's the hold? And we ended up losing the game. If he'd have scored that touchdown, we would have won that game. We would have beaten the eventual Super Bowl champs. And maybe we wouldn't have slid like we did that season. Remember, we lost 10 straight.
Yeah,
I believe that was an early game of the season.
Yeah, we were 3-13 that season. It was horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible. But like
Dennis Allen was the coach for that one.
That was Khalil Mack and Derek Carr's first season as Raiders. Dennis Allen, like look, as bad as Dennis Allen was, like, for me, like, I would still take Dennis Allen over the likes of Josh McDaniels, because when Dennis Allen, I keep saying that when Dennis Allen took over, there's context to his struggles. He took over in 2012 when we were in salary cap hell, the worst salary cap situation we probably ever been. That's why we brought in Reggie McKenzie to clean it up. We also had no draft capital. Remember, we didn't have a round 1, a round 2, and we only got a round 3 at the us end of round 3 out of pity from the league, because we'd actually didn't have one, and we were in the dire situation we were. So the league said, "Oh, we'll give you a compensatory round 3 selection that season." So no draft capital either, and our roster was pretty woeful up until 2014, where we were able to turn it around with our draft class. So, there's context to his struggles here. He was bad, but McDaniels, when he took over, there was no excuse. We should have been a team that was pushing for the playoffs. On paper, we should have been better than what we were. We had a full draft capital until we traded away for Devontae Adams. And like, that's why for me, when I argue about who was worse, like, that's why I will always say hands down McDaniels. There's no excuse for why he drove the team back into oblivion and back into the Stone Age. Horrible. Thank
absolutely
you, Frank.
Horrible. Fucking disgusting.
Disgraceful. Here we are 3 years later. We're still trying to dig our way out.
Yeah. Halfway around the globe, but still feeling a rate of passion. Yeah, man. That's why I said that there's 2 guys that I know get fired up for this team. He's one of them. See, I got it right that time. Took me a second. He's one of them, and Ben does too. People don't think he's a passionate fan, but Ben gets fired up too. But I don't think anybody gets as fired up as he does, as AR does, because, man, I've seen you. As soon as somebody mentions a name and that's it, you're off to the races on it. If you don't like them, or if you have an issue with why they're still on the team, like the whole Amir thing. Like, why are we still entertaining this with him? It still drives me nuts.
Only because I'm passionate about, like, when it comes to minimum expectation with what I expect for players, and if they're not garnering either that, and there's still people who believe like that he's all this and all that, it's like I keep saying, what more is there to talk about? I mean, 2.8 yards per carry with over 60 carries last season. That's historically bad. We haven't had that bad for a feature back. Name me one feature back that's carried the ball 60 times in the last 30, 40, 50 years that averaged 2.8. There isn't one that we've had on the Raiders roster. So why, for me, that's end of discussion. Get him out of here.
Yeah. Don't even need to be here. Why are we even entertaining it?
End of discussion. Say no more.
It drives me nuts.
There's still cats out there say, "Oh, he's got potential. Oh, he's all this and all that." It's like, how can you have a historically bad rushing attack with one player? Like, it's like I keep saying, we've never had a player who's rushed worse than him who's had 60 yards, 60 carries in a season. Like, name me one, and nobody can.
Nah.
And how many running backs have we had in the last 40 years?
A lot.
A lot.
Freaking shit ton. It's horrible. It's absolutely pathetic. So
it's historical.
Earlier I did I showed the replay of last night's show with me trying the Vegemite. Jason Downs hadn't seen it yet, so I'm like, I'll play it. So I brought it up and I let it run. And he goes, "You're a trooper." I said, "Dude," that shit was awful. Absolutely awful. Oh,
I told you. God. I told you. It's not an act when we try it on our streams.
No, it's not.
It's not. It is not that bad. And it doesn't get better every time I try it. It just gets worse.
I mean, like, I already know I'm going to be eating this shit tomorrow. So it's right here. I got it right in arm's length. Yeah, it's right here. And
right. I'll try and think of some concessions, some realistic goals for you to hit with our stream tomorrow morning that can make it attainable rather than look, I'm not expecting you to win outright and beat me in critique. I mean, if you can, fantastic, but maybe if you beat one of us once, you can be exempt. Does that sound like a reasonable?
Well, we can figure it out tomorrow, but I can live with that. If I can go more than 24 hours or 48 hours without eating that shit again, I'll be happy. If I have to wait until next week, okay.
Right.
We'll see. I just hope I can pull it. I'll go with that. If I can pull out one win, trust me. If I can pull out one win, period, I'll be fucking happy. First of all, because you'll see me hug my trophy again. But other than that, man, that's just. Let's see. Samir did a good job when he stepped in after Jacobs at the end of the. Yeah, he did. He looked great at the end of the 2023 season, but something happened to him from 2023 to the start of the 2024 season, and I don't know what it was.
I get that with I can give some concession with how bad the offensive line or the scheme was, whatever it may be. I can accept that, but not 2.8 yards per carry. I mean, Sincere McCormick came in under the same scheme, under the same offensive line, and was able to get it done. Amir Abdullah was able to get it done in spots.
Amir Abdullah had 100 yards.
If it was 3 point whatever, as bad as that is, I'd be like, okay, maybe I can give some. It's bad, but there's reasons that bad. But 2.8, that is I keep saying, historically bad. That is terrible. Terrible. Terrible.
If you if you watch him too, he's got no fucking vision. He just runs into the ass of the offensive line. He just doesn't make any cuts or nothing. It's I whatever. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, Plunkett and Blandon were better than 2.8 rushing yards. Yeah, probably. Even
I mean, Jeff, it's I keep asking, Jeff, you've been around. How long have you been a Raider fan for? How long?
Since 76.
Since 76. So in that time frame to last season, is there anybody you can say had a worse rushing season that had more than 50, 60 carries than Zamir White?
That's what I can think of.
Exactly.
I don't think we've ever had a
anybody, anyone,
Bueller. We've historically had decent running backs through the years. God.
Even that season where we lost Allen and friggin' Bo Jackson, we had that Smith guy and someone else, and they weren't too great, but even they were better than Zamir White.
Yeah. Chris, are you back home now?
So, Chris. God damn it, Jeff. I was all Zamir White out. Didn't want to go on another rant.
Did he message me on Instagram? Yeah, he did. Chris, I put the link in your an Instagram chat, so if you want to pop in, go for it, brother. Yeah, we had Jay on here for a little while, so he came in.
I saw that. It was at the at that convention thing.
Yeah. I was watching. He's still in Bakersfield. Okay. Are you staying overnight there, or are you driving home after that? That's not a short ride for him, I think. It's a fucking ride. I saw him on camera because Gravy's crew with him, Lowe, and Gabe, they had that camera set up. And I saw a lot of the guys that we go on shows with walk by. I saw Chris, I saw Leo, 805. Severe kept walking. Severe was in the chat for a while with us here.
I saw him.
So it looked like a good time. Like I was saying, I said, that's a great event to go to if you're looking for completely one-off type Raider gear, stuff you'll never see anywhere else type of thing. Because you had all these different vendors there bringing out all these different items that normally you don't get to see. And you can pretty much, you don't have to worry about carrying that shit around while you're in the stadium. And You know, at least there you can run out to your car, put it in your car, and go back in again. You know,
I've been going on a bit of a bender myself. I've been garnering myself some classic jerseys since I've been watching the classic football. As you know, I'm rocking a number 80, Jerry Rice. Just yesterday, I got a Charlie Gardner jersey arrived yesterday. I've got a Tyrone Wheatley one. Should be coming in the next few days. So I've been going on an eBay bender of late. But I've been getting some good deals. Like this one here. This is still in pristine condition. And salute to you, Chris. How much do you think I paid for this?
how much is that?
You guys hear me?
How much do you think I paid? Yeah, we can hear.
Turn this off. I can't hear anything. Yeah, I can't hear you guys for some reason.
Disconnect your Bluetooth.
How about now?
Oh, I can't hear us. You can't hear us.
Yeah, you can't hear us.
What's this channel? So you can't turn on because I can't hear anything
Except evil.
during the show. Everybody hear me? See, but I can't hear you guys.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
We can hear you.
I can't hear you now. Hey, what's up, fellas? Hey, AR.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
All right, man.
Real quick, let me guess.
Had a blast, man.
You got that jersey for like $50. No, what? Lower?
South.
25. Lower than that? 15.
20.
20. God damn.
Yeah.
What kind? What's that?
What's up, Tony?
Number 80.
Tim Brown jersey you got for $20. Damn.
No,
Tim
this
Brown was
is
81.
Tim Brown.
That was Tim
This is-
Brown was
this is-
81.
Oh, I do have a Tim Brown jersey. I bought that too. $25.
Tim Brown was 81. That's a Rice jersey.
Yeah,
that's
this
what
is- this
I
is Jerry
was
Rice.
thinking. Yeah, it's
Jerry Rice,
Yeah.
so nice.
So what's up, Chris? How was the event?
Oh man. Also, I got Ray Nation Jason with me.
Yeah, what's up, Jason?
Hey, Jason, what's up,
So
man?
with the crew, man.
Yeah, what's cracking?
What's
What's
poppin'?
going on?
Oh, chilling.
Man,
Is
It
that
was
is
a
that a
book-
Josh
it was a-
Jacobs jersey?
Oh yeah. I upgraded too while I was there, so I would be breaking out the new ones this year.
You got the 60th anniversary patch from 2019.
Oh yeah.
you got the Zamir White jersey too, man. Bro, on sale.
Playing
Of course.
On
Oh,
sale.
we were just
From
got
the
off
leader of
the
a
man
strip
White. Now you're gonna bring it back up.
No, I didn't get those Zamir White. I never bought that jersey.
What do you guys?
Yeah, I
talking
know.
about, Cole?
I know you can. Diesel DHgate has good deals if you want the bootleg, but these are actually authentic. And if you're down with buying classic jerseys the way I am of these guys who I can appreciate now that I'm going back and watching Raider football, you can find yourself a real steal if you look hard enough.
Chris,
Well,
you're
if
on
you
your
want-
way
if
back
you're-
home now.
No, we're gonna party a little bit at the Clarion, then probably go tomorrow morning.
Oh, you're staying overnight.
Yeah. Well, my wife's up here in Bakersfield. She wants to stay with her sister overnight. So, what can you say?
Oh, there you go. Well, you don't have to go. You're not in a hotel then, so that's a good thing. You save some money
No.
there, that's for sure.
Oh, there's a good-
But you got to stay
Yeah,
with
she
the
got-
family.
Yeah, she had a house, so we can stay there.
So, hey, Chris, I got good news today.
Oh, what's up?
My grandson was born.
Oh, congratulations, Granddaddy.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Yeah, you got a birthday Tuesday. Your grandson's born today. Look at you, man. Having a nice week.
Yep. So birthdays
Got to
next
have
year.
last
We're
week.
gonna
This
be,
is good. That's good.
yeah, really, right? It's a great way to kick off this week. So we got his birthday's now going to be the 17th of May. My daughter's is tomorrow, the 18th, and then mine and my wife's is on Tuesday.
So you
May's a
guys have
busy
birthday-
month.
You got one big birthday party for all you guys in one day, like one day.
Yeah,
That's
my
good.
mother
That's
will
awesome.
come up tomorrow. We'll celebrate it all tomorrow. So, yeah,
That's
so
awesome,
it's
dude.
a little boy, 7 pounds 11 ounces. His name is Oliver George LaFontaine.
OG.
That's a very
Oliver
regal name.
George.
Yeah,
That's
so
a nice
he's gonna
name.
be an OG. That's what I call. I'm already calling him OG.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey,
OG. Hey, that's my tag, man. You doing OG? You can't take my tag.
I like that.
And that was funny, man. I'm walking through Bakersfield and everybody's walking up OG. Like, what the hell, man? I like it to be OG all of a sudden. They're like, welcome. Hey, OG. Jesus. So, I guess I'm going to change my
I
name
saw
to
you
OG
on
Chris.
camera. I saw you on camera a couple of times walking by the Raider Nation Live one.
Oh
one that
yeah,
Brady
yeah,
and
yeah.
Gabe and they were at. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was
Then
all
you
over the
tried
place.
calling me, and all I heard was sirens. I'm like, "Run, Chris, run! They're coming for you."
Yeah,
What's up,
yeah. I
Rebel?
was calling you. Yeah, there was like having to go ambulance or whatever's going past. Like, damn, right now.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, me and Jason had to
What's up,
duck and
Rebel?
cover. I thought they were looking for us.
Rebel. What's up, Marcus? Diesel.
Yeah, man. So anyway, I just want to pop in right quick. We're gonna go hang up these guys. I think 805 already had too many already, so we'll see.
Oh, I believe it.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, really.
805 salad. He bought us 805 too. It was an 805 beer, and 805 bought us one. So I got an 805 from 805.
Right?
Oh, I think it looks like our.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the Red Nation starting to pile in. So, hey, you guys, salute, man. AR, nice seeing you again, like always. Jeff, I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll be home tomorrow, probably around 1 or 2 o'clock.
All right. Yeah, I'll be around. I'm playing. I'll be on tomorrow morning with Afakasi and Critique doing playing Tecmo Bowl.
Oh, that's right. Tomorrow's Veggie Bowl. Dang, that's right. You get the
Veggie
Veggie
Bowl.
Bowl.
Veggie Bowl.
I won't be able to see it. I might miss it. Oh man. Oh, well, I'll watch it later, so because you already tasted, so I'm not seeing that face. So, but anyway, hey, salute, guys. Salute, and like we always say when we leave, go Raiders.
Go Raiders, baby. You got it.
Later, guys.
Take care, Jason.
All right, guys. Yes, sir. You
All right.
guys too.
Peace, Jason.
Have a good night. Yes, sir.
Later, Jason. Thanks for checking in, guys.
Oh, that was about that thing. I was trying to do it there, man, but it was too damn loud, man. I couldn't hear anything. So next time,
Dude, honestly, if you go to them conventions, the internet's probably going to be pretty poor too. I wouldn't even focus on doing content. I would unless you're just filming it and then uploading it later, I wouldn't even bother going live. I'd just be too busy enjoying like the, convening with my radio brothers and sisters. But that's just me.
No, everybody was there. They don't have no problems. Gravy and all the guys were going, no problem. Unless they had their own Wi-Fi set up, I don't know, but we'll see.
Crazy.
All right, guys, take it easy.
What's up, Brad?
Peace, gang.
Later,
Drive safe.
Chris. See you, brother. No, it looked like you had a good time today. So I wish I could go to something like that. That looks like it'd be so much fucking fun. Rebel, I sent you the link along with Raph too. If you guys want to pop in, feel free.
A little too Raph.
I know Ben's on right now too. So
He's on Black Saturday. I popped into him before I came on here.
Oh, you were in there already?
Oh, I was saying hello on that before I came over to your channel. I was actually going to have a nap because I just finished at the gym, but you asked me to come on one time, so I thought I'd show myself. What's up, Tony?
Tony, the dudes are going to the strip bar. Yeah, they probably are. Although Chris is out there with his wife. His wife went with him.
Where is the event? I'm assuming it's in LA.
Yeah, no, it's in Bakersfield, California.
Okay.
It's like a little bit. I had it up. I was looking at it before too because I was curious to see where it was. I'll tell you in a second. In regards to LA, I forget if it's north or. Is LA? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's probably not that far from Chris, but it's north of LA. It's way inland.
Right.
It's between Fresno and LA, basically. It's a longer ride for like Mike, Sacktown Mike, and what do you call it?
Navman?
Jack Kenna. No, Navman's in Tennessee, so it's definitely a long ride for him. No, and Jack Kenna, because they live up in Sacramento, which is a little bit north of Oakland. So it's a little bit of a ride for them.
Salute to you, Giuliano and Josh Jacobs. Coming to
My
you guys.
daughter's a Green Bay Packers fan,
Apparently
so I
cool.
can't get mad at Packers fans. So Raider event is like a family reunion. Only it's okay to pick up. Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. There were some weird characters in there, man. There's some big boys too. Holy shit! I thought I was big. Fuck.
Out of curiosity, since we got a Green Bay fan in here, sorry about the background noise. That's my niece with a tablet. How long has Josh Jacobs signed on with the Green Bay Packers? My apologies for the background noise.
It's northeast. It's on in between Cali and Vegas. Yeah, it's a little bit of a ride for some of those guys.
2 years, okay.
2 years. I wasn't even sure what it was, to be honest with you.
No, I was just curious since we had a Green Bay fan in here.
One more try. Can you discuss the nickel cornerback issue and linebacker? Was it a miss for Mike Nichols and Shaq Thompson during free agency? Can you speak on that?
Mike Nichols and Shaq Thompson. Pardon my ignorance, but who are they?
Did we miss on them bringing them in? I guess is what he's asking.
Yeah, I guess. All right. Well, looking at both of those, since you asked, my take would be, yeah, like it's it's a weak spot. Both of those two positions on paper as it stands. I'm hoping a guy like DeCamerion Richardson, I hope he steps up and fills that void that Nate Hobbs left behind. You know, I know he had his struggles, but like the guy has the physical tools and like he can tackle. It's just his coverage. Like he struggled. It was his rookie year. Hopefully he can pick that up and possibly fill that void that we had with Nate Hobbs. As for linebacker, I mean, you know, we've got a lot of guys who need to prove it and step up. Even our starters, you know what I'm saying? So they're both glaring weaknesses until proven otherwise. And yes, we know Giuliano. We know.
Yeah, we're horrible. We won't deny that.
ADF, you asked the question. I just answered you. Like, you didn't even give us a chance. Like, I mean, whatever. Okay.
I mean, you were answering it.
Exactly. I just answered.
All right. Sorry. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, whatever. Have a good night.
But the Bears I hate the most. Who doesn't like them? Who likes the Bears? I know I don't. Who do you hate more than the Lions?
Seth freaking Rollins doesn't hate the Bears. It's his favorite team.
See, look. Matt Marinovich to the rescue. Jacobs is 4 years, $48 million. So, Giuliano, you were wrong. They have a gay boy QB. What? Because he paints his nails? There's plenty of grown-ass men that I wouldn't want to get into a fight with that paint their nails. Sorry. Might be a little weird, but whatever. To each his own, I guess.
Right. If he bowls out, though, I mean, would you really care?
Exactly. Seriously. I mean, fucking Derek Howe wore eyeliner for how many years and nobody gave a shit. You know? What the fuck? He wears eyeliner. Who cares? Can he win his games? Oh, shit, he can't. Can he win his playoff game? Oh, crap, he can't. Or he couldn't.
Praying for a little Lady Luck to be on our side this year. It's been forever. You can have a great team, great chemistry, but you still got to have a little luck. Yeah, I can dig that. We're going to need a lot to go our way. I believe personally, if we are to make a push right from the rip to be able to be competitive enough to make the playoffs. I've said it before a few times. I believe this is the first year of it's going to be a transitional year towards getting to where we need to be in time. I think we will get there, and I'm excited to see what this roster can do. But like, I know it's hard for us to be patient, being that we've struggled for too long now. But it might be a case of we're going to need to go through it once again, just for a little while, to eventually get to where we need to be.
Yeah, Rorschach, we were talking about the Bears QB. And this Giuliano was just saying that they got a gay boy at quarterback. I said, what, because he paints his nails?
No, he was talking. He must be talking about the defensive end that was with us who
Well,
came out.
that's what he's talking
But
about right now. He's
I don't care for a player's sexual. I mean, look, it's 2025. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you
what the
know,
hell?
what the hell? But like, I don't care what you do. I don't care if you if you're gay or whatever. Like, yeah, can you play football? Can you get a sex? That's all I care about.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see, with Gino, Genti, and Pete with a nice fourth place schedule, looks like a good season coming up. And it's funny because you came in a little bit late last night, AR, to the show, and when it was just Chris and I at the very start, I was going through the schedule. Hadn't really had that opportunity since Wednesday because of everything that was going on with me. I was on the show Wednesday night when the schedule was released with Jay and Leo and them. So I didn't really get a chance to really like dive into it and look at the schedule until last night once I was home and settled. And then I went through each game, predicting, whether we think, it's a win or a loss for us, just to throw it in there, just to see. And I ended up giving us a hell of a lot more wins than I thought I would have. Because I was predicting us at 6 wins prior to the draft. After the draft, I kicked it up a couple more to 8. But when I looked at it from looking at the schedule, travel wise, home games versus away games, I think I got us up to like 10 or 11 wins. And I'm like, how the hell did I just do that? Do I think that's what we're going to end up with? Probably not. But it's just the way the schedule falls. And it's just kind of weird that I was able to think that we could get that many wins. I'm still going to go with the 8. I'm still going to say that we're in that 8 range.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, 11 would be beautiful. I'll take that too. Who wouldn't, But when I sat back again afterwards and looked at it, I'm like, how the fuck did I come up with 11 wins? I still can't fathom how I came up with the 11, based on who we have to play. It's just weird because the schedule doesn't look as tough as what you think it is, but it's also not as easy as you think it is. That first game right there is going to be a telltale sign right there on what's going to happen to us this season, because we should beat them. Because the Patriots are still kind of struggling a little bit, but they did get better, as so did we. But they also got 3 of our former players. How much are they going to be able to help out on the Patriots side of things against us? Probably not much, because it's a whole new regime with us, a whole new system. So it's not like they're going to be able to give any information or anything. There's nothing,
ADF, I'm not going to take that disrespect. Like, I don't know what the hell your problem is. You asked me a question to do with Raider football. I answered it, and then you had us out and said you were going to leave. And now you're back trying to disrespect us. Like, what the hell's your problem?
Yeah, I don't get it, man. This is, again, first of all, it's off season. So, I mean, we do shows to fill, I don't even know how to answer that, to be honest with you. It just, this was a completely not regular Saturday night show. It wasn't meant to be a regular Saturday night show. The normal show on Saturday nights, like I said, is the Raiders Last Call podcast with myself and Chris for Raiders, and we talk Raider history. That's all we talk on that show. We go through the decades of each team. The last few weeks, we've done linemen and linebackers. Then we did defensive backs. Last week, we did offensive linemen. We took this week off because Chris is in Bakersfield for that event. Next week, we're probably going to do wide receivers and tight ends for the Raiders for the history. Then we're still going to have a show on running backs, a show on quarterbacks. We'll throw special teams in mixed in with something else, maybe special teams and tight ends instead of doing tight ends and wide receivers. I don't know. Then we're going to do a show based on just Hall of Famers. We've done shows. We've done a show on Al Davis and the history of Al Davis with the Raiders. We spent an hour and a half, 2 hours doing that. We had a special guest on. We did head coaching through the years of the Raiders. We did draft picks through the years leading up to, up to the current draft. So there's other shows with other content that I'm on. This show tonight was just kind of a last minute decision to do this show, and we talk about anything and everything that comes up. So I'm not going to take offense to that because you just happen to catch us on a night that we didn't do a lot of Raider talking, and it's not just me. If the chat is talking about a million other things, not Raiders, I'm not going to stop and go to Raiders and turn everybody off. Everybody was into that talk about the music and, different other things besides football. So it's fun. This is what the fans want. This is what our followers want, our subscribers, our members that paid to watch our content, that want to be part of our channels. This is what they like to do. This is what they want to do. I live off the chat. That's how I do it. If the chat swings one way, then that's the direction we're taking the show, unless it's a setup show that we're talking about something specific. So that's what you walked into tonight. I'm sorry if it wasn't for you tonight. I apologize, but these are the shows that we do some days. We don't always do strictly football shows. If you don't like video games, then guess what? Don't watch some of the stuff that me and this gentleman in the chat in the show with me do, because we both play Tecmo Bowl against each other on a regular basis on Sunday mornings. Sometimes we'll pick up and do it in the middle of the day like we did the other day. And then he made me so sick, he sent me to the hospital. So
I did not.
But that's just the way it is. I'm sorry. This is the type of shows I run. I don't know what to tell you. So, whatever. End of discussion, I guess. If you don't like it, I apologize. I'm sorry. Whatever. Thank you for your donation that you gave earlier. I don't know what else to tell you. That's it. I mean, chat, am I wrong? I mean, you guys are still in here talking with us, and we're not really talking strictly football. So, whatever.
Right. Well, I didn't really look too much into the schedule. You were talking about it before. I'm more looking at it from like a roster perspective, and I feel like if in order for us to be successful this year, like, look, we know what we have when it comes to. Yes, I saw your comment before. Forgot your name. Sorry, I've lost my train of thought. My niece just walked in again. Basically, I'm looking at the roster and look with what needs to go right in order for us to be successful. Like, we need our quarterback to be at the very least solid, which I think he should be. We need our running back, Genty, to be what we drafted him to be, a stud right from the rip. We need one of these two guys we just drafted to solidify that number 2 wide receiver role. We need our offensive line to gel together better than what they did last season. We need our defensive line to stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? We need we need 2 guys maybe in our linebacker core to really step up. We need our cornerbacks. Same thing applies to them. We need 1 or 2 more of those guys to step up. And we need our safeties as well. Like, I mean, we've got a very we've got Jeremy Chin that we brought over in free agency, and I think that Lonnie Johnson guy. But we need Isaiah Palomar to continue to trend upwards, being that he was our first off-season re-signing per se. So yeah, like those are just some of the things at the top of my head, which will lead to whether we're going to be successful this season or we're going to kind of be where we're at. Hopefully just trending up a little bit. So that's what I look at. I'm not looking at the schedule. I'm looking at where were we deficient with our roster last season, and what do we need to improve in a major way for us to succeed. And salute to you on 6. I see you. Jeff, I'm probably going to have to get going because you probably can hear all the noise. My niece is here. I probably should get going and spend some time with this. So I appreciate you, Jeff. Everybody in the chat. You take care. You have a good day. And
see you in the morning.
I'll see you in the morning. So, Tecmo Super Bowl, we're going to be doing a stream, me, you, and shout out to my guy, Critique. I believe I've set it for 10:45 a.m. Eastern, 9:45 Central, and 7:45 Pacific time That's AM. If you can get in early, just so we can try and make sure everything's all up and running properly. Not like the last couple of nights. We kind of ran into some technical issues. Yeah, I know, right? Mostly on my end. But yeah, if you can come in a little bit early so we can have it all situated before we go live, that would be appreciated.
Yeah, you gave me the link already, so I'll be there early.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna make sure my
sure.
ass is on.
Is it Rorschach? How do you say
Rorschach.
that? Rorschach. Well, if you tune in, hopefully, if you want to cheer on Jeff and see what happens, then
and the help
you got my name down there. Because I mean, like just for clarity, Rorschach, he's won 2 games in the last 9. So I'm just saying.
I had to just dig that too. I had to say the last 9, right? Okay.
Well, how many times have you tried to dig it in with your Super Bowl trophy, saying you're the champ in that?
Oh, you mean the trophy?
You won 2 games in the last
I
9.
can grab right now.
Yeah, 2 games in 9.
I need all the help I can get. It will be on Afakasi's channel, not on mine. So make sure you go to his channel to watch that. That's right, Rorschach. You tell him it's still 2 wins. See? Right there.
Right, two wins. A guy was a lifelong player who played when he was a kid. I've just started playing this year.
I'm old. It takes a while for the muscle memory to come back.
But look, salute to you. I know you just having a bit of fun with it. But if you haven't already, because I haven't seen you in my chat feed before catching us live, do tune in. It's a lot of laughs. It's good fun, and the rest of the chat gang will be able to tell you.
You'll get to watch.
That's my channel down below, Afakazi Raider. I've set the live up, so you'll be able to see it there. And yeah, look, we'll work out some concessions for you, Jeff. So you don't have to win outright per se. Maybe that might be unattainable unless you want to challenge yourself. Do you want to
well, you know what? I'm looking at this right now at the bottom, the expiration date. I don't think I'm going to have to worry about the expiration date.
Hello.
Hey, you.
Hello.
Hi. Hey, do you like this stuff?
Do you like Vegemite?
No.
What is it? Is it gross, yucky, or do you like it?
It's yucky.
Yucky?
Smart kid.
What?
Say Raiders.
Raiders.
Raise them early, raise them right. I better get out of here. All right, take care, gang. We'll catch you.
I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about the expiration date. It's September of 2025. I think this is mostly going to be gone before we even get to that date. So
I got you. All right, I better go. So, all right, thanks for having me on, Jeff. I'll see you tomorrow morning. All right.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Peace, chat.
Afakasi wins. Jeff buys memberships in the first 3 minutes of a live. Maybe I'll be there. Oh, you just subscribed to him. All right, cool. Yeah, Afakasi's got some good stuff too, man. He does a lot of content, especially during the season. Right now, he tends to get on with us every now and then. So, yeah, that's cool that you subscribed. Yeah, make sure you check him out tomorrow morning. I will be on there. Like I said, it's not set up to where I can share the stream, so which is fine. I don't mind. He invites me in, so I love it. I'm finally getting to do this other thing that I like to do in the Tecmo Bowl, so it's fun. It's a lot of fun. No, you can't play. Unfortunately, you can't play Raiders versus Raiders. Maybe you could. But the way we do it is we just look. It's the full list of all the teams, but there's a chart. Where there's different tiers that teams match up better against. Like, you don't want to use. I can actually pull it up. Let me see. Nope, it's probably this one. Yeah, I can bring that up. Let me bring this up. So just so you guys, anybody that's familiar with Tecmo Bowl, so this is the chart. And what it does is it kind of gives you an idea on. You're gonna have to really look tight, but it tells you what teams match up best. Like, you don't want to use the Colts against, say, the Vikings, because they're a tier 5 team. They're the lower level of the list. So you want to try and stay within a tier of one of the teams. So like if you pick the Redskins, then you don't want to go any higher than you don't want to go any lower than the Falcons or the Lions. Like you don't want to use the Bucks or the Cowboys or the Cardinals against somebody like the Redskins. If you're the Bears, you don't want to go against them using the Giants or the Houston Oilers. So like if you were Kansas City, sorry, say you were the Dolphins, you can use the Giants, the Bills, the Oilers. San Fran, we don't tend to use that one because they are just so overpowered in this game. The Raiders are obviously as good as they are because of Bo Jackson. If you shut Bo Jackson down, game over. It seriously, the game is history. It's over, and that's how I beat him. I beat him with the 49ers. He was the Raiders, and I think Bo Jackson had like I don't know 40 yards the entire game. It was pathetic what I shut him down to. But yeah, so you definitely don't want to. I also used the Giants in a couple of games too, and all you got to do is just keep picking Lawrence Taylor, and he just crushes it. That's what's awesome about it. Let's see, but he ain't no Duncan. If there's an AFC versus NFC in any of the Tecmo games, Pro Bowl is usually an even match. Yeah, because we actually were going to do that the other day too. We were going to do a Pro Bowl, but we just ended up picking teams. Tecmo Super Bowl, there is Pro Bowl matchup, Pete. Yeah, there is. Well then, Pro Bowl at every time for a tiebreaker game. That's just it. There's no tiebreakers. They just kick my ass. I have it. Yeah, I played Critique. Critique crushed me. Nate beat Critique, but that was a fucked up game. What happened there? It was a fumble by Nate. Critique picked the ball up, started run with it. He tackled him, but he fumbled. Nate picked it up and ran it in for a touchdown. Then on a mistaken play by Nate, he went to punt when he didn't want to, but he punted it, and Critique's guy returning it fumbled it. Nate picked it up, ran it in for a touchdown, but then the game kind of froze. So it never updated the score. The game just kind of locked right there on that moment. But Nate had technically scored on the play to win the game. So that's how we ended up ruling it. That is, if this were a real NFL game, that would have been a touchdown and it would have been a win for Nate. So it was fucking funny to watch that. It was fucking hilarious. Nate was like ecstatic. I'm like, good for you, man. You fucking beat Critique. That's not an easy one to beat. You know, I mean, AR's not easy to beat either, too. You get lucky, man. Yeah, Marcus, I remember you in the chat. Some of you guys have seen these games before, so. Well, I think I'm gonna call it. Yeah, Bueno, you were in there. So remember, tomorrow morning, guys, 10:30 Eastern time, so that's 7:30 Pacific. So I know it's early for a lot of you guys, but hopefully see you guys on. And because after that, I won't be on at all during the day tomorrow because I got my mother's coming up for the birthdays and everything. So that will be the end of that. So I don't know. I might come on during the day next week with Chris. So we'll see. But I might have some big news for you guys on Monday. So I may end up coming in on Monday. I don't know. We'll see. All right, yeah, I'll see you guys there in the morning. No, Marcus, much respect to all you guys. I appreciate you all. Thank you, everybody, for being in here tonight and spending the 3.5 hours that we've been in here. Some of you guys have been here from the start or bouncing in and out. Appreciate you guys for being in here, talking it up. You know, even though it's not ready to talk, you know, you don't know what to expect when you come on my shows, when you come in the chat in here. And again, I go by what you guys drive me to in the chat. You know, I try and keep this an honest talk. We'll talk about anything and everything. It doesn't always have to be about Raiders. You know, you guys want to come in and talk about fucking ping pong, No, I fucking suck at it. I'll talk fucking ping pong. I don't care. You want to talk about anything, you know that. There's no set rules on my shows. Never have been. Never will be. Um, when I do other shows with a purpose, like if it's a game recap, shit like that, that's different. Those are a little bit more regimented. Um, Shows like this and Friday night, it's off the cuff, man. Whatever we want to talk about, and that's why I appreciate the chat. I appreciate everybody in here, and thank you again, everybody, for all the kind words and all the members of my channel. I appreciate you all. Over 1,300 subscribers. I appreciate everybody. I may be, like I said, I may actually come in on Monday. I may have some exciting news pertaining to the game coming up week 1 and some other news. So check in. Keep your notifications on. So we'll see what happens. Quantum physics next time. Sure. I'm not going to get much out of me for that one. I'll have to Google and make up shit. That'll make up shit for. So, no. Want to talk about Quantum Leap, the TV show with Scott Bakula? Yeah, I'll talk that because I loved that show back then. The newer one, not so much. It was okay. But yes, we are family, brother. All right, everybody, have a good night. Take care. And as always, stay safe and go Raiders.